Sorry to keep you waiting, everybody. We were, of course, stuffing our faces with sandwiches that got here 8 minutes ago?
8 minutes ago.
8 minutes ago. You eat an entire regular-sized Jersey Mike's Chipotle chicken cheesesteak in 8 minutes, and you can call yourself something. I get it a lot. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I used to get it quite a bit. I liked it too.
You hurt your tummy now?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Club sub. I just
Club sub's good.
really
I get
right
club
now.
sub sometimes. I have a rotation though. Like, it's Italian.
Yeah.
I get the Italian like often. Like that's my favorite cold one. Club sub, Chipotle, chicken. Those are my main three. So we're happy you're here though. We're talking about Dynasty and not sandwiches. Although we could talk about sandwiches, but we're not going to. We are going to talk about Dynasty. We do have a draft here in 25 minutes, actually, from a community live league that has seemed to make a lot of pre-draft trades. So we're going to be in on that as well. But until then, we can take a couple trade questions. We got some trade questions over on the site. We do have a couple of team reviews that we are going to knock out before the draft. And then, of course, we are going to be doing team reviews all night after. So make sure you drop a like if you enjoy the Dynasty stuff. Hopefully, you'll stick around. I know we got the National Championship game going on tonight, but Dynasty doesn't sleep. And Dynasty is, wow. Dynasty especially doesn't sleep during the month of April, where it is probably our favorite Dynasty month of the year. So let's jump over and let's do some of these. I need to refresh this actually first, but let's do some of these trades. I will start stream mode so we don't forget that. All right. Okay, so if you want to submit a trade, I'll go ahead and drop the link in here for you to do so. Get your questions, get your trade questions answered here. You can also get a team blueprint here if you would like. But we will be doing team blueprints all night afterwards. If you want to get in line, there isn't a super long queue right this second, so you can do that and be in pretty good shape and get yours pretty quickly tonight. But let's jump over and answer some of these questions for y'all. All right. Starting with the trades, let's start with Mason's trade. I'll let you take the first one here.
Yeah, so Mason says, well, he doesn't say anything. He says the trade,
He gives
though.
the trade.
Josh Allen for Drake May, CMC, and Jalen Waddle. Basically looking to find a sort of nice down tier combination for Josh Allen. To me, this is not enough. I'm looking for probably a bigger asset on top of Drake May than CMC and Waddle. I like the idea. It's just not quite what I'm looking for. So as it stands, I think I would prefer the Allen side here pretty comfortably.
I do like the idea.
I like the idea. You can keep CMC. I think it's really Waddle that I don't super love here.
You honestly need a better asset here than that range, like Jamar Chase.
Right. I'm trying to see if he has any other guys.
Not really in the like fourth, fifth round range. He doesn't.
It's basically Jamar Chase and that's it.
He's got a top heavy team. This guy. So
I would go no go here.
Yeah, I wouldn't trade Josh Allen on this team if I were you. That's just us.
Yep.
All right. D-Dub. The league's moving to Superflex in 2027. Back-to-back championships. Wondering if I should reload here. Okay, perfect. So we got a trade here. Jaden Daniels, Terry McLaurin, and Garrett Wilson is what you'd be sending away. You'd be getting CD McCarthy, and I don't think I would do this.
Nope.
So, like, I mean, especially, it's not a Superflex yet. But it's going to, in 2027, honestly, at that point, probably shouldn't be playing like it's Superflex quite yet. So it doesn't super matter. And so I guess when you consider that, it's a little bit closer that it's a 1QB, 12 team start date because you'd be getting CD Lamb here, and CD Lamb's the best player in the steal by far.
Yeah, but I think
McCarthy's nothing.
Right.
But you're also giving
McCarthy's
away Terry.
nothing. You're giving away Terry. You're giving away Daniels, which is one of the top 3 rushing QBs, which does matter in if you're going to give it a 1 QB and a half kind of.
It's the 24th overall player and the 9th overall player for the 3rd overall player. It's close. With a 109 on top, it's close. If you get a second back here,
can you get Caleb Williams back instead?
That would be honestly awesome.
I'd be more comfortable doing that. Caleb Williams or Herbert, not McCarthy though.
Or I feel like Rashee Rice is too high here. J-Mo would be nice too.
What other quarterbacks does he have? Allen?
Herbert.
Oh gosh, no. His team.
Oh yeah, he has. So honestly,
what other QB does he have?
That. Daniels, Allen, and that's it.
Okay. Man, that would be pretty crazy heading into 2027.
I can honestly
but again,
see
pretty far
why
out,
you would do this, but I just don't want McCarthy back.
Try to make it Caleb.
Try to make it Caleb and see what happens. Let's try that. In terms of, this, I think this would be a good trade for contend or reload roster.
I'm happy you're making that deal.
So I definitely am too. All right, Bon Peef. One more before competing. I like the Puka side with the future value here. Kyler, the 101, 105 for Puka, the 111.
Ooh,
so 101 and Puka, pretty much cross them out. So it's Kyler in the 105 for Penix in the 111. I think this is pretty lopsided here.
Yeah,
I think you're
like Kyler in the 105
you're overpaying
side.
for Puka by quite a bit here. In terms of what we could do to even it, I mean, honestly,
yeah,
that's even. I'd probably take Puka side pretty comfortably there. So if you needed to send a second too, I would do this.
Yeah,
this is probably what I'd prefer. I don't think you're looking at a very fair trade with the other one. Like I think you're overpaying a little bit, Peefy. So
agreed.
Hopefully that makes sense. But I would go for something. I would probably try to take the 101 out of that deal. Unless it's Puka for the 101 straight up, I don't think I want to. So
yeah.
Inherited this team first year in Dynasty here from J Love Lace 10. All right.
He also said I didn't do the trade that he's looking at right here. I did propose another trade, however. So looking at this initial one that he didn't do was Reed, Mixon, JSN, and Walker getting a mid-second, McCarthy, Olave late second. I'm glad you passed up on that.
Yeah, you can't do that
one. I would be sending Walker 202 26 first and Reed for Malik Neighbors in the 209. Yes.
Yep, I would do that one. So take that one if you can. But as it stands, I think you kind of figured it out on your own there. So if you have any follow-ups, let us know in the comments. So CDU, one of your episodes said Brown wasn't getting any higher in his value. That must have been
a
little while ago.
A few months ago.
But still, let's look at it. Achan, Brown, it's honestly fair.
Yeah, that is a fair deal,
It's a fair deal. Like, I don't mind this.
Bad.
It's a 10-team start 10 super
Can you get it a little bit on top of the Puka side?
Just try to get this. Boom. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm totally comfortable. From a production standpoint, you're winning
You're
this
winning,
trade.
yeah.
So you could also try for Dak if you want to get, like, real greedy, but, you may not want to. Yep. I like that. As another throw-in, you could go, like, Khalil Shakir. You could go, maybe he'll take Shakir over the second. I don't know, but try that.
Yep.
We'll see where that gets us. I will say this about AJ Brown's value since you mentioned it.
He can definitely go up
pretty low
from now. So,
yeah.
Where he currently was being valued at the very end of last season, we expected him to go down, and he did, and now we expect him to go back up. So more play in the market there. So I think the 2.5 months ago, 3 months ago that we had that sells video for AJ Brown is a little bit outdated at this point.
I think you're probably right.
Market fluctuates a lot faster than that.
Yeah. So we'll take this deal, see if you can get it done. Let's talk about the next one here.
Yeah. JJ Kirk.
I already asked him about this one. He said disregard it. He
wrong pick as well.
Yeah. Which he sent me the actual pick and we talked through it.
I got you. So, you want to talk about it?
Yeah. I mean, we can. Let me just pull up his message real quick because we were talking about it this morning. He actually did the 108. It's BTJ for the 103 Higgins and a 26 second. Oh wait, no, sorry. It's the 103 Higgins and a 26 second for BTJ and the 204 is the deal. I told him I didn't mind it. It's the 103 and Higgins. Like
I like the 103 and Higgins.
I think I would take that. Yeah. So we kind of already talked about this. Appreciate you, JJ. But yeah, I mean, I think this is the right move here. So Scott just Barkley for the 107 and McCaffrey. I'm like,
Barkley.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. So if you're going to downtrend McCaffrey, I get it, but like you're gonna need something more valuable than the 1-7 here. Like it's a 1 QB 12 team starting.
I get the idea. He's definitely thinking they're roughly the same age and they have the same production upside, but you got to factor in the risk as well long term.
The risk is much
and
higher.
CMC's risk is a lot higher than a guy like Saquon, who's more insulated long term.
I would want probably that.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't think you do it for any less than that.
Yep.
And honestly, I'm not even super high on making this move, to be honest with you. So I would try for like get 2 firsts on top of McCaffrey because Saquon is worth probably
I would be fine doing that.
2.5 firsts. So
yeah, you're right.
All right.
Cobra stacked.
Yeah, what's the value of Warren Love in a 2 tight end league? So he'd essentially be getting. Okay, so he's basically asking in a 2 tight end league, should he take one at the 105 or should he take Hawkinson?
I'd take the 105 there in a 2 QB 10 team start 12 deep league 105 over Hawk.
I think so too.
Just in a vacuum. I don't even care if it's Warren or Loveland. I just want the 105 there.
If you want to do Hawk and like the 110, that's probably close to fair. Or Hawk and Dak is fair.
Yeah.
So something like that
Yep.
is going to be a little bit better for us. So
Yes. That would definitely be closer for sure. GH Steele says Tet, 8th overall, or Henderson, 2nd round to Denver at the 103. So basically, in the scenario that Tet goes to Carolina and Henderson goes 2nd round to Denver at the 103, I'm taking Henderson. I'm going Henderson there.
Same tier, positional. It would be team need at that point. It really would. I don't think you can. I can't definitively say Tet with top 10 draft capital
is great.
It's hard to.
Henderson with 2nd round to Denver is also hard to turn down.
Yep.
So
Fields are 2 seconds and early and a mid. I'm fine taking the 2 seconds here.
I'd take the 2 seconds. Yeah,
I'm fine taking the 2 seconds here.
Yep.
So, all right. Cool. We're going to jump into team reviews now. So I'll drop the link to get your team blueprint. Looks like people were here early. Anna was here. Mason was here. Lambo's not happy because he's not drafting, because if he's not in every single draft, he throws a fit. All this birthday foolery ends today. National Beer Day.
Guys, it's not my birthday.
You are getting a lot of happy birthdays. Are you sure?
I am sure it's not my birthday.
Everybody is saying happy birthday to Nathan.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Nate. Happy birthday, Nathan. Why would they say that? Why? Think about it. Nate deserves it for his birthday. Interesting. So you're telling me that they're lying. You're telling our customers are lying to us. You're going to trash our customers on the stream, Nathan.
I didn't trash them.
You're trashing them now by accusing them of lying.
I said thanks. It's not my birthday. They don't have to be lying. They can misunderstand. They can be misinformed by someone who is ultimately lying, like yourself. It's not my birthday.
I didn't say anything. Think about it. I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
You got Moss 98 wants a live blueprint he sent for an upgrade, so we'll get to his last tonight if you want to go ahead and pull that one.
I moved him over already.
Swag. All right, you got Moss. We got you. You're gonna be at the bottom tonight for the people who fill out first. But Tricky Vic is actually one we're gonna do a blueprint for right now. So again, the link. See if it's still not working. So our Bitly page is down because Bitly sucks apparently.
Seriously?
I'll switch to Linktree. I don't even care. That's freaking. It's garbage.
Why would it be down?
I don't know what.
Tell it it's dumb.
All right, so
stupid.
I'll drop the link. Here's how you can get a free blueprint. If you join with the annual Motherflocker tier with code domain, you guys should know that. But there's that. I'll pin this link. And then if you're just interested in getting your team reviewed a la carte tonight, here's this link as well. Boom. Okay.
Yep.
So.
All right, so we got the commish here, the team name. Tricky Vic, the commish. Looks like you're second in the power rankings. This looks like it was a startup draft. Looks like
and
it
Tricky
was.
Vic, let us know if you're here in the
league.
chat, by the way.
Ooh, I like this team. I like this team a lot.
Second year Dynasty, half the league's inactive during the offseason. Our first rookie draft's coming up. League is full of rookie Dynasty players, not many to understand Dynasty economics. Ooh, we take advantage. Half the league's very stingy or stingy, some might say, reluctant to trade. The commish. Second here, 10 teams, start 8, 1 QB, half PPR. Very shallow.
Yep.
Boom.
So we got Kyler, Bryce Young, Goff, Fields, and a 1 QB is a 6. You got Saquon, Achane, and then B. Robin Benson at running back. We'll give that a 7. That's very solid. You got wide receiver, Marv, AJ Brown, Evans, drop off to Leggett.
Pretty sure he pushed the
5 or 6.
refresh this real quick. Sorry. There we go.
5 or 6 in a 10 team.
7, 6.
What would you call that?
I don't know.
I think in a 10 team,
10 team?
probably give it a 5.
All right.
And then you got McBride's a 9.
I mean, it fits the format well.
How are the picks? 103, 105, 108, and then all your 26 picks as well. So I'm going to go with well-rounded here. Contend, reload, because you have all your future picks. You got some really good contending assets with a nice mix of cornerstone pieces as well. Yeah, we can make some good moves for this team.
Yeah. All right.
So 103, 105.
Yeah, 108.
And 108. Okay. Yeah, good draft capital score. You're going to be up there for sure. Again, I like the mix of your cornerstones with Saquon, H.M., Marv, A.J. Brown, Trey McBride. That's a great core group of guys to ride with. Shallow league, looks like not even a ton of rounds that you're drafting out of. I'm assuming this is out of a startup because the league looked pretty even. But
even Steven, some might say.
Yeah. So first move I'll have you make is... actually, I see all three of them right now.
Yeah.
We're going to move the 108 for a proven asset. Since you are in a 1QB 10 team, you can hold the 103 and the 105. This will kind of be implemented in your rookie draft blueprint as well. So that'll be your first move, 108 for a proven asset. Probably want to focus mainly on wide receiver here since you have Achane and Saquon. I don't really want to move either of those guys. I don't want to move your high-end guys because this is a high upside league format. Marv, A.J. Brown, Saquon, Achane, McBride, you got to hold all of them because they're the reason that you're going to be able to make a contending push in a 10-team start 9. So I will have you shop B-Rob, and then I'm going to have you shop Leggett and pivot off of both of those guys, try for a higher upside. Save for long-term asset when we're moving off of B-Rob. Save for long-term asset, meaning like you can go get a cheap veteran on a multi-year deal who's going to be guaranteed to play as a starting running back for the next year or two, and that's more guaranteed than B-Rob right now. We don't know what B-Rob's even going to look like heading into 2025. So with those targets in mind, I'm going to find some affordable wide receivers for this team. We'll go with DK Metcalf. Chris Godwin would be a good target too. And then to kind of back up Saquon and Achane, not even back up, but be like nice flex options. I'm looking at Kamara and Mixon being some nice targets when you're shopping assets like B-Rob and Leggett. Don't be afraid to target productive vets in this league format before they gain value closer to the season. You lost your pen.
I know. Thanks. No, I got it. No. Thanks.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and then other suggestion here: focus on raising the production upside of your flex spots this offseason.
For sure. Just some pick strategy here as well.
Yeah, I already had him. I already said I was going to have him hold the 103 and 105, take best available there, and then proven asset with the 108. You're probably looking at Hampton Tet at the 103, most likely Tet, maybe the running back 3 in the class, if like in a scenario where Henderson were to go to Denver in the second round in a 10-team format, I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to go with a running back there at the 103. But as it stands, Hampton and Tet are looking like the picks there at the 103. 105, you got Henderson, Caleb Johnson, Warren, the assets in that range really. And then last but not least, I just want you to keep in mind, see if you can up tier from Kyler to Hurts with your extra QB or with your extra QB value. If not, use your backup QBs as throw-ins to bolster running back, wide receiver. Hopefully that makes sense. I think overall, again, very well-rounded team at the top. Have some depth questions. McBride and Ingram is a great combination as a contending team. You've got McBride, who you're going to be starting every single week. Ingram, when bye weeks are bad, or maybe you have an injury or something like that, you can comfortably plug him in at the tight end position. And then running back, again, made for contention. Marvin Harrison Jr., great value and production upside there. A.J. Brown, very reliable. Evans, very reliable. And then Kyler is the cheapest rushing upside QB right now in 1 QB formats. So I think overall this is a good team. Love the draft capital that you have as well. You can take advantage of that draft capital to bolster any position you want for a proven asset. Like we recommended with the 108 and then those earlier picks, probably take the value that falls unless you get a steal to move off of those picks during the draft. So
yeah.
That was blueprint number 1 for him. He's got number 2 coming up.
He does have number 2 coming up. We should probably wait because we're at 64. So we'll just start with a second blueprint after the draft now. And we will continue going. So if you want to get your team reviewed tonight on the stream, get a second opinion on your team. We have 3 in the queue for afterwards. And actually, yeah, just 3 in the queue right now. So link is in the comments, but we'll take your questions right now. If you have any questions, go ahead, drop them in the comments and we can, I'll give you a little bit of a preview. Here's the board for tonight. Lots of trades. Again, these trades are hard to track sometimes, but that's what the board looks like. And we are approximately 6 minutes away from it. So in the meantime, let's take your questions. So let's go through. I'll check the comments here. You guys can drop anything you've got. If you got questions about your Infinite, you can go on the site, submit those, and we can answer them here on the stream tonight as well. Would it be a good move if I trade May in the 105 for Marv and the 102 and yes. Oh my gosh, yes. That's a huge win. I don't know how you're even pulling that off.
Nice.
So Sunraker was here. Jer Bear's here. What's up, y'all? Come on, let me scroll. Show Nathan his surprise. Can we see the surprise? I'll have to look if we can see the surprise. Let's see.
What surprise?
Did I make it in time for us to sing Happy Birthday, Nathan? Yes, that's true. Late round steals for the rookie draft. Would you guys be interested in this video? I don't think we're going to probably have it until we actually know who's going in the later rounds. But we do have some sleepers. I can give you a couple sleepers right off the top of my head. I think one of the sleepers you guys have talked a lot about is Kyle Williams. One of the sleepers we've talked a lot about analytically is Dante Thornton from Tennessee. His analytical profile is very, very good. And that's, I mean, he's got a good bakery score without any draft capital. So you're looking at somebody like that. He could be a late round sleeper this year. I think most of the guys in the late rounds, though, we tend to gravitate towards running backs just because the hit rates there are so much higher. So did you see James Fowler said Higgins has a chance to go late first the NFL draft? I hope that happens. Although I will say with Higgins, like, I mean, I think I was a little bit concerned with his perception profile as well. And I think everybody kind of was, but I hope that happens because I'll feel a lot better about him. Is Brock Bowers, CeeDee Lamb a good first, second round picks in Dynasty 12-man tight end premium, the 12th pick and right after another pick? Yeah. At the turn, getting at Lamb at the turn is insane. Bowers there is, that's about where he goes. And yeah, I like that start. So that's pretty solid, honestly. So should I trade Jamar for Neighbors in a first and second and a 10-man? It depends on where that first is. Honestly, I'm not opposed to it. As long as it's not like a 27 first or something like that, then I think you're probably doing that and feeling decent about that. I was offered JSN, Ladd, Bucky for my Amon-Ra St. Brown and Nico Collins. So you're basically doing a double down tier and getting Bucky Irving on top. I would honestly just hold your 2 best players there. Amon-Ra and Nico are the 2 best players in the deal. You don't want to ever be giving away the 2 best players in the deal in a 3-for-2. So I would hold. And yeah, the chat was asking the same question I am about getting CeeDee Lamb at the 112. By the way, if you're getting Infinite Blueprint delivered to you, which they're almost, I think they're almost all sent. There were a couple where there's a bug where if there's an orphan team in your league, or there was an orphan team in your league, it shifts your team ID, and Nathan and I don't have the right team to look at. And so if that happened to you, submit a ticket on the Discord and our welcome channel, and we'll send you a new one. It's happened to a couple people. So, but anybody who has issues with theirs, we're going to be sending yours back to you tonight. So right after the stream. All right. What's up, Alfie? Good to see you. Gonna need a blueprint for the team I'm about to draft. We will be looking forward to it, BK. What are your thoughts on Tillman? Any thoughts on Tillman? I don't have any thoughts on Tillman. He's not worth anything.
He's kind of a pivot candidate. Like, if you can move Tillman and even maybe a little bit more to get someone like Juwan Jennings, we'd rather do that. Jacoby Myers, we'd rather do that. That situation is really just gross. And honestly, he pretty much every metric kind of points to the Jameis Winston effect for Tillman specifically. Judy seemed to be the guy that kind of was a little more consistent, but even Judy without Jameis took a big hit production wise, and even Njoku. Njoku honestly is the safest of all those 3. Tillman is kind of the last one that I would expect to really maintain his production, even if they do draft a quarterback. There's just a lot of questions there.
Yeah. Let's see. Nathan's jumper has been revived. How can I get in one of these real money leagues? We give away to our domain Motherflockers over on the Discord at flockfantasy.com/domain. So the link is pinned if you want to become a member. Annual Motherflocker tree gets you a free blueprint, free rookie draft blueprint, and gets you in one of these leagues. We got 2 minutes until our draft.
Yeah.
My Infinite Dupe blueprint was done for the wrong team. Not sure how that happened. Hopefully you just heard me say that. And yeah, you can submit a ticket and we can get that fixed for you. So pretty easy. It's a little bit of a annoying bug there.
Yeah.
But what other questions do we have here? Achan for DJ Moore and Kamar or Shakir. What do you think about that one, Nathan?
Probably I'm going Achan there. I don't care if it's Kamara or Shakir. With DJ Moore, I want Achan. I think that's better value return, in my opinion. Stick with Achan. Sharky says, hey, looking at my blueprint from the other day, it says well-rounded in the video, but dual elite QB when it was sent to me. Yeah, if you just want to send us a DM or submit a ticket, Sharky, we can help you out with that. I bet you it's just because
it might have been me. I might have clicked the wrong button on the stream, but
that's possible as well.
Go ahead and read Brandon's here.
Just want to say I've been very impressed with the Infinite Blueprint. I made a trade at 1 a.m. last night, and the Blueprint had my updated team when it was sent out today. Appreciate it, guys.
Let's go. That's good to hear.
That's good to know.
Good to hear. Appreciate the feedback, Brandon. Yeah, sorry to all you guys who got the wrong team. We got to figure out how to fix that bug.
Yeah, we will fix that.
We are working on it.
For future.
But 500 people now. 500 plus. We sent out 500 plus blueprints today. How about that? All right.
We're at 500 now. Wow.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
All right, now we are looking at the draft board, and they wanted me to show you this, Nathan. This is the league photo here.
Wow.
I'm going to go ahead and save it and put it up on the screen for everybody real quick.
Dude, what the heck is my left or right hand doing crossed like that?
Yeah, that's how you cross your arms.
No, it's not.
Everybody knows that.
That's not how I
Nathan.
I'm like...
Quit acting like you're somebody that you aren't. Okay. Here we go. Boom. Throw this up here.
Man.
Just to show you guys this real quick. This is what it currently is. This is the league photo, or I think the...
Apparently it's a statement of fact. How can I combat that?
Fact.
I appreciate it, guys. It's not my birthday.
The league name is the Party Planning Committee. So that's pretty funny.
Nice.
But we're going to kick this league off. We're going to get a live draft in here. We're going to be taking your questions during the draft. We're going to be grading this draft and breaking it down while we are on the stream.
Oh my gosh, the trades.
What trades?
Yeah.
Hold on. Watch this. Ready?
I know. It's very fun to watch every time.
I have jokes I will not say.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've read your mind.
Yep. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Okay. So I'm going to tell Waffle we can kick this off. All right, let's see how this shakes out. This is well, we are doing it. We are going to do a live draft Friday too, but getting into some of our last drafts before the rookie draft commences. Very excited.
Very
Here
excited.
it goes. We are kicked off, and Stone Bonsai is on the clock. Now, Stone Bonsai, ironically enough, he has the 1-2 and the 1-1. So back-to-back picks right up front here. Traded his 2, his 4, his 8, and his 10. Honestly, probably going to be about a fair trade. DCH picked up an extra second, moved in the 3rd and the 4th, an extra 5th, an extra 8th, and an extra 10th. So we'll see how it goes. Tons of other trades here. It looks like Jake traded up in the 1st round. So where's Jake's team? Jake has... Oh, actually, he traded up. They swapped picks. He gave up his 8th. He gave up his 10th. Okay, so he's moved up twice there. No, he didn't move up. He moved down here. Yeah, he moved down. So he paid quite the price to get up here. Whoever he wants, he wanted. So Allen and Daniels is who he goes up top. So it's a dual elite QB build. We know that off the bat, but... The trading, man. Oh, my gosh. Fry Squad got up here. Oh, he moved back. Oh, wow. He moved back and got an extra 3rd and 4th. Gave up his 7th. That's nice. Did anybody not? Chris didn't make any trades. Endurozac didn't make any trades. That's about it. Riley has an extra 1st. Moved back in the 4th and gave up his 7th to get an extra 1st round pick. That seems like he got off cheap, man.
Yeah.
Jake just took his 1st and it was Burrow. So
Hey, we got a question in the comments. from Kyle. He says, what do roster value tiers mean?
Good question.
That's a great question, Kyle. So basically roster value tiers, there you go, Kyle, right there under blue. Yep, right there. Oh, you keep going over it. There you go.
There's 2 Kyles. That's why I was confused.
I got you. So a roster value tier compared to an archetype is the archetype is a little more. It's
You sound like you don't know.
I'm trying to find the best way to describe it. Let's start with the roster value tiers. Roster value tiers are for your roster exclusively, your starting roster and your depth. With a team archetype, it's a little more all-encompassing in the fact that we're taking into account a lot of your future draft capital as well. For roster value tiers, it is exclusively concerned with essentially what your contending status is going to be in 2025. So we've got rebuild, reload, right? Rebuild and reload are very self-explanatory. Rebuilding means you're not contending. Reloading means contending isn't really your main focus this season based on your roster. You're going to have to make a lot of moves. Maybe you end up accidentally contending. And then you've got competitive, which is right in the middle there. You're probably going to be on the brink of making the playoffs. If you make it in there, you have a good chance to make a run. Then you've got championship, which is going to be pretty much the upper quartile. And then elite, which is going to be the upper quartile of the upper quartile. And like the best of the best, if you understand the reference.
Joel Jim
if you know, you know.
Here's a way better way of putting that. A team archetype, when you're talking about team archetype, is how your team is built. So the positions relative to each other, how your roster is constructed. It's basically how your roster has been built. The roster tier is the amount of player value on your roster and its sum.
Like
so it's
actual
the sum of
player
player value.
Yeah.
So one takes into account team build, team roster construction, things like that. The other does not. It just is a value score, essentially. So Fry Squad gets Puka as his first pick.
Okay.
And Riley jumped up, so his second pick's coming up. So I came for crab chips. All right. I will do this. Okay, so I did get the crab chips in the mail.
Who sent them to you?
Utz.
Oh, you ordered it from Utz.
Yeah.
Nice. I want to try them.
I ordered a 6-pack.
Wait.
Came in this big box.
Are they like crab
Don't
flavored?
crunch them.
I didn't crunch them. You know there's no chips up here. There's only a quarter filled.
Chesapeake Bay crab seasoning. So I got the crab chips. I also have Old Bay chips because this is what you guys said at first.
Old Bay chips, okay.
Big shout out to Anthony who sent me Old Bay chips and included some Old Bay seasoning in there. So I have some Old Bay seasoning from the East Coast. So I'm pretty excited about that.
That's cool.
I will be trying the crab chips here though. Actually, I'll go ahead and try them real quick. Oh, this is a good question. You want to answer this while I open the crab chips?
Yeah. What's the current temp on the 26 draft? So without spoiling,
I don't know.
one of the videos that comes out this week. Here's the simplest way to put it. I don't care. I don't care what my temp is on the 26th draft, what anyone's temp is on the 26th draft. What I do care about is what's going to happen to those picks regardless of the talent outlook of that class. And you see it every single year for the good classes and the bad classes, this 15 to 20% value fluctuation, value increase for those picks. They are guaranteed to increase in value from now to next offseason. So that's my answer for you. We don't do a ton of future analysis on future classes when we don't even know who's actually going to declare, who's not going to declare, what the breakouts are, who the breakout candidates are going to be. Since, half the players you end up talking about in the current class are guys that were not even on your radar 12 months before. It just happens like that every single year. So we'll leave that to more professional scouts, but like for 2025, like that, we are focused on 2025 right now and the scouting analysis for those specific prospects. For 26, I'm sure they'll have some strengths and I'm sure they'll have some weaknesses, just like every single year. So
way to spoil the whole video. All right, let's try the crab chip. I'm smelling it. It smells pretty good. Here we go.
This is truly Dynasty domain.
That's very unique.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it crabby?
No.
Okay.
A little bit. You don't like crab?
I don't mind crab. I was just wondering if it's crabby. I just have to mentally prepare myself for what I'm about to taste. So.
Huh. Those are really interesting.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, that. It's fine. Honestly, it's a pretty. Oh, it's powerful at the end. Oh, back of the throat.
Yep. It's right there.
Ooh,
It sits
okay.
there.
Yeah, it does sit there. Honestly, the flavor is very reminiscent of just your classic Lay's barbecue chips, but it's not as
Also a texture
it's
thing.
not as tangy.
Yeah.
It's more spicy.
That's interesting. Okay, Mahomes Bowers. Who took Bowers? Peak Pay. First pick. BTJ. So I'm on BTJ. We've seen that start probably a dozen times now. TJ. Just made a pick. He took Gibbs. TJ already has Jamar Chase, so he gets a pick right here. Okay, so TJ starts with Herbert, Gibbs, and Chase. He doesn't have his 3rd or 4th round pick, but he has picked up some picks later in the draft here. So interesting. It'll be a top heavy team. All right. This is a 4-point passing touchdown, I think so. Why are there so many startup trades? People just were wheeling and dealing already. It is a domain league, so I mean, it's just gonna be pretty active. They're good. Those are good chips. Like, they don't taste super crabby to me. I will try the Old Bay ones. I do like it. I'm a big fan. It's not like the groundbreaking, like life-changing, like the tiramisu Oreos were, but it's good. I'll eat all 6 bags. So, happy birthday, Nathan, from Michael. Thanks, Mike.
It's not my birthday.
Jake just made another pick. So Jake now has Burrow and Nico. He basically moved here. So he moved back in the 2nd, right? Yeah. Waffle starts with Hurts in London. He's drafting for somebody in this league, and that's the most waffle start I think I've ever seen. Peak Pay just took another one. That's the 101. So the 101 falls into the late 2nd here. So Chris is team 11. Okay, very nice. Can we click on Peak Pay team? That's trades all of his early picks. Yeah, I think I did a second ago, but I can do it one more time. Which I know there's a slight delay. So yep, Bowers, Aubrey. He's got some more picks coming up here soon. BK starts with Lamar Jackson, Caleb Williams. BK says he's going to get a blueprint for this team, so I'm excited to kick it off with dual elite QB build. I don't think BK's made any trades. He hasn't made any trades. I think there are 1, 2, 3, 4 teams that haven't traded at all so far in the startup. So, domain rating out of 10 for the crab chips. Nathan's gonna disappoint you. I can tell you right now.
I mean, they're not bad. Like I would eat them and I would be happy. Not happy. I'd be satisfied.
The more I eat them, the more I like them.
I'd probably give it a 6.
I thought that was what you were gonna say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 7.6.
Wow.
7.67.
Dang.
They're good. I like them. 7.67
It's
is
generous.
score. And I'll write the Old Bay ones too. But are you guys making fat jokes? Are you serious? Can you chill?
Guys,
It's not like I picked up Oreos on the way.
you better get used to the Dynasty domain, okay?
Okay, so DCH just actually made his first pick, and he has another one right here. So he picks McBride first.
Okay.
Interesting. McConkey second. Interesting again. Dare I say double interesting. Riley's back up.
Blues in the Discord crapping on me. He said Nathan really compared crab chips to barbecue chips. I cannot help the flavor, dude. Like the flavor.
I think it's more the texture than the flavor.
The flavor has similarities.
Where's Fry Squad?
It's not as tangy as like your classic barbecue chips are gonna be.
They're pissed at you, Nathan. I can't. I feel like my score is good, right, guys?
What did I do?
This is why I'm their favorite, Nathan. Yeah, you probably shouldn't have done that. Like to somebody on the East Coast, that's like,
I should have.
that's like an insult.
I should have tread lightly. My bad.
It's
I did.
treading.
I did wonder if I was gonna get crapped on for saying that, and I said it anyways. So
All right, nice start for Peak Pay.
apparently, I'm not allowed to say anything I want in the channel and not get
Lamb,
backlash. So
Mahomes, and Bo Nix here. So nice. Okay, and then you do have a fourth still, and you have all your picks after that. I mean, honestly, you picked up an extra first pretty cheap. I mentioned that. Oh, that's Riley. Sorry.
Alex, you're onto it, man. Next domain YouTube channel will be food reviews.
We thought about it.
We've actually
We're considering it.
We're deep into the strategizing.
Here, I'll put a
for it.
poll out right now.
Yep.
If we get 200, or more votes on this, we'll start a food channel.
More homestyle content. Sharky agrees. Nathan and Avery food review podcast. We got 300 people on the stream right now.
Drop a like
if
and vote on the food poll.
67% of you say yes,
It's 50-50, and Shut Up's winning. That happened really quickly.
There you go.
I know. Sorry. Oh gosh. Endurozak picking here again. Endurozak has all of his picks still, so
I mean Nathan
needs
compared
at
them to
least an
barbecue
8 out of
chips, so
10.
its
Do you think I
opinion
just give
doesn't
any
matter.
chip an 8? Like, are you kidding me?
Dude, 8s are
That's like Miss Vicky's
We-
jalapeno level.
that. We treat food reviews like we treat our beloved Blueprint
We're not just gonna give
reviews.
out.
Like
Okay, I like this.
we don't just give out elite values.
It seems like this 11th spot has been building wide receiver factory teams recently, and I like that.
Nice.
He's gonna have a lot of flexibility with this build, man.
yes.
I like that. I like that. Yeah, it's about 50-50, which doesn't surprise me, but it's only 23 votes. Vote in the poll, peeps.
So what I'm gathering is there's a lot of neutral, uninterested.
There's a lot of people who are like,
individuals.
if you don't stop talking about this, we're gonna unsubscribe right now. Is this tight end premium draft? Yes, it is. By the way, make sure you do subscribe. I don't know what we're at. I haven't looked. I think we can get 25K this month. We're at 23,250. I think we can do it. So if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, make sure you do it. But Blue's not happy. It's all right, Blue. Jake Moran just took his third pick. Burrow, Collins, and then JSN.
It's okay. Nathan has a boomer taste palette. Rip.
Oh my gosh. Chris is up. Chris hasn't made any trades yet, so
Need to get Nathan's rating on a real slice of New York pizza and a chopped cheese.
well, we will be getting both.
We
of those
will be
things.
getting bofa. Will I be able to have either? I don't know. We'll see.
I'm excited to try the old big chips now. We'll do that in a minute.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm also excited to
I'm
have.
not giving you any. Okay.
What are you punishing me for a take that I had?
The one thing about the crab chick,
The crab chicks.
the crab chips is that they have a little bit of a kick to them, and I do like that. Like it kind of like
It's not.
boom,
It's not a.
it's kind of like, hey, I'm the crab chip.
It's
you know?
It's a true like culinary spice kick. It's not. It's not like. It's not heat.
Yeah.
It's like it just gets you in the back of the throat a little
Chris
bit,
is
which
taking
is
it all
nice.
the way- all the way
I don't
down
mind
here.
that.
all the way down right here. Hey, yes is winning. 60-40. Stroud. All right, cool. Rainbow draft incoming. Nah, he's not having a rainbow draft unless he takes a pick in the fourth.
Alfie's about to make 200 alternate accounts to get a food review channel.
DCH takes Garrett Wilson. So he starts with McBride, McConkey, Garrett Wilson. Mr. Coog takes the 102, which honestly is a good pick there. Mid-third value is what you're looking at for the 102 right now, guys. Who do you think the 102 is going to be, Hampton or McMillan as of this point?
Alfie, we would fly to the UK to do some water bottle reviews with you specifically. Water bottle.
Who's up Fry Squad? So he only has Puka so far. He has 2 picks here in the next 3.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, no, he's got, and then, well, honestly, he has 4 picks in the next 10. So
he got the third and
12.
the fourth
smart.
by giving up his
I don't know what he
2-7.
got, but I'm going to like this.
He gave up his 2-7 and 7-7 for the 3-9 and 4-4. I think this is going to be good. I think it's going to be good. That's what I think. I think.
I would have loved for Garrett Wilson to make it to him.
Wait, no. He gave up. He traded back. I see. Nathan gonna say New York bagels are 6 out of 10. You know what? It depends on how good the bagels actually are.
AJ Brown, good pick. I like it. See, Waffle was definitely going to take AJ Brown there. So
You can tell me New York bagels and I'm unfazed. You can show me a good bagel and I can try it, and if it's good, I will be phased and I will give it a good grade. It has to be good before I just give it a 9 out of 10 for being a New York bagel. That's like walking into world's best cup of coffee shop
it's one of the
and
only
just
movies Nathan's
labeling
seen.
it the world's best cup of coffee.
Waffle goes 103, predictable. It was AJ Brown of the 1 and 3 for Waffle.
Waffle taking London is hilarious.
Waffle, I could.
The irony never
I know. Never
ceases.
stops. But you weren't
He
right
was
about
he
that.
was right about it though.
He was right. Don't get him started. He was right.
He was a sell even though
That
I
was the
can't value.
SpongeBob scenes. Like, then take it. It's not my wallet. That's how I felt when Waffle was telling me we were wrong about that. I was like, it says right here.
Hampton. 102 will be Hunter. Wow. Wooter bought all reviews would break the internet.
That would be hilarious. Hampton, seat. Pause. 102 will be Hunter. Garrett Wilson grading the 102. You heard. Food reviews with only staples from other countries. I might throw up. Tet won't even be the first wide receiver drafted. Yeah, that's possible actually. Giving up a late first in Garrett Wilson for the 101 makes sense. Or are you giving up too much?
What's the late
It's
first?
even.
Is it the 109 or the 112?
It's 26. So
Oh.
Fry Squad just took Barkley. So that's
Okay.
Barkley, Brown, Puka. I don't hate this so far.
It's not a
I'm
bad
interested
start.
to see who he gets here. I think I know
Yep.
who we want him to take here. At least one guy.
Oh
They're
gosh.
very thin chips. I will say that.
I'm here for the blood sausage review. Oh man.
Oof.
You don't want to watch us die on camera.
Nathan
well,
lives in
actually,
Indiana
apparently
and
they
doesn't
do.
even like pork tenderloin sandwiches. Do you like tenderloins?
I don't really have tenderloins very
Okay.
often.
Okay.
I don't mind them, but I
I
just
had a
don't.
tenderloin Saturday. It was very good.
There's nothing about pork tenderloin that's like,
Okay.
oh, I super
No,
want it.
well.
Other than I have a more acquired taste. What can I say?
Bowers, the 101, and Kyler for peak pay. And then he gets another pick here. So Stone Bonsai is going to make another selection. He has Allen Daniels, and then this is his third pick. So stacking with the dual elite QB here.
Dang, it's one heck of a start. It's going to be a shallow team
Yep. Doesn't pick again until the 5-12.
because you know what we would recommend with that team after we review it after the startup draft.
Down tier.
Down tier from Daniels.
This is why
and
we never
probably
trade up into
Allen,
the
too.
first, is because we always end up not
You
liking
always
the
end up
team.
having to.
Because two quarterbacks are not going to win you a dynasty.
They're not going to win you a dynasty league year one, that's for sure.
Especially not.
Down the road, yes,
Maybe,
but
yeah. And he takes a third one.
he's going to stamp it at the.
Stone Bonsai. That's ballsy, man.
Ooh, man, sold on Penix.
All right, peek back. Man, Penix, that's a little bit too much
It's pretty
for my
rich for
liking.
us.
Yeah.
I mean, man, that's just.
I know.
No, I'm talking about the Puka, AJ Brown, Saquon, and Kyler start. Because look at the next two picks he's gonna get. You're basically gonna see. Watch this. I'm excited to see
Rice.
this. So he just took Higgins.
Oh, hold on.
Now he's got someone
reviewing
else.
the Rice one first.
Okay.
So Rice goes to peak pay right here. Okay. And then Riley, Mahomes, Knicks, Lamb, and Higgins. Safe start like that.
Mm-hmm.
BK took Rome. So good pick. I don't love Rome as your wide receiver one. Man, wide receiver is, I think, the most important position in even Superflex leagues at this point.
Yep.
Fry squad's up. Got 2 picks here.
So Puka, AJ Brown, Saquon. Let's see what 2 guys he gets here. Oh gosh.
What?
Do you guys think there's a QB dead zone after the top guys? Or are you more inclined to draft other positions early and take those 4th rounders with cap ceilings? We tend to take the 3rd, 4th rounders. We're pretty picky with the 3rd, 4th rounders that we're comfortable selecting, though. Honestly, even 2nd rounders. We're fine taking the 2nd rounders in the mid to tail end of the 2nd as well. First rounders.
Nice.
First rounders, your hands are kind of tied if you're up front there with
Good
like
pick.
Allen, Daniels, and Jackson and those types of guys. But we like the value of the quarterbacks going in the 4th, 5th round better than any other place. So
Good pick. Fry Squad has 2 wide receivers, a running back, and just took Love in the 4th. I like it.
and he's about to get another pick.
Yep.
So I want to do something once he gets this pick.
Okay.
I want to.
Purdy for Waffle. I swear I've seen this team before. All right, here we go. Fry Squad again. I wonder if he already knows who he's going to take here. I keep seeing a bunch of comments about me eating the whole bag of chips. Can we chill? Holy cow. I'm only going to eat like half the bag. I've got another bag to eat. Okay? Jeez. Man, come on, guys.
Peter's dislocated his shoulder with that reach. Which one? I think he's talking about Penix.
Oh, gosh. So that's a 104.
Nice.
That's a good pick.
Okay, so now
Baker
now look at this.
Okay.
So click on Fry Squads.
Okay.
Would you rather have Puka, AJ Brown, Saquon, Love in the 104, or go directly down, like with the trade if he had not made the trade? Burrow, Nico, AJ Brown in the 104, or Puka, AJ Brown, Saquon, Love in the 104. It's essentially Burrow and Nico for Puka, Saquon, and Love.
Yeah. No.
Is what it
I think
is.
you take the package.
I think it's close, actually.
It's close. Value-wise, it's not a bad trade, but
But
I tend to like
I'd probably give the edge to the guy that is getting more assets straight out of a startup.
where depth actually gives you a pretty big advantage. DCH is up again. Lab McConkey, Garrett Wilson, Trey McBride. Who does he take here?
4-2, who does he take here?
There's your link if you want to get your team reviewed. We're going to be pivoting to team reviews here in about, 40 minutes or so. Every team that is submitted tonight on the live stream is going to be live.
We'll see.
All right, DCH took JJ McCarthy there. Interesting. I like the value installation. McCarthy in the mid 4th is a little bit higher than, All right, Chris is up now. How do I know Waffle's dying that Rum didn't make it to him there? I know. I honestly, I think Rum and Purdy for him will be in the same tier, so. Baker greater than Purdy. I could see an argument for that. I could definitely see an argument for that at this point. Would you swap London for McCarthy? Oh, Laporta for McCarthy.
Yes.
Yeah, at this point I would. Taking it down. Trevor Lawrence. Okay, so CJ Stroud, Trevor Lawrence to go with Bijan and Malik Neighbors. All right.
I just have a question, guys.
Okay, what's your question?
What do we see in Penix? Insulation-wise, production upside-wise, talent-wise, situation-wise, that is superior to Love, Purdy, Baker, McCarthy, Lawrence, Dak, and Goff to merit taking him.
I would just do production-wise.
To merit taking him at least a half round higher than all those guys.
I think even just
Real question. I know it's kind of a loaded question. I actually want to. I want to hear like some of your guys' takes for those of you who are on the Penix side and cool taking him that high. Could also just be like in this specific draft that was a little bit of a reach, whereas like Penix is generally going to be viewed in the same tier as the rest of those quarterbacks, but like this is a clear tier above those guys in this current draft.
All right, 3 wide receivers straight so far. Let's see where he goes. That 4th round QB run is real though. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in 11 picks. That's a big run, man. Those people, and honestly, Goff is I think Goff's a fine pick there. Peak pay. 5th pick here. Bowers, the 101. Murray, Rashee Rice. Honestly, not a bad start for him. And he's going to have another pick up here soon. I hope he got another first on top because honestly, it seemed a little cheap for what he moved back for. Like, it seems like he didn't get a lot on top for not having a first.
Right.
And R. Griff bought the first. Yeah. Interesting.
Brees Hall at the 412. There he goes. Man, his arm's a little squeaky. Stop squeaking. Need to like WD-40 that sucker or something.
It's honestly pretty late for Brees.
It is a little later than normal.
Rainbow draft, though. It's all over the place, but it's rainbow.
It is.
Riley Griff's back up.
Higgins, Lamb, Mahomes, Knicks.
Let's see what people are saying about Penix. Wouldn't take him there. Love the offensive situation, but Goff and McCarthy seem to be like, yes. Value upside. Running QBs have actual fantasy point, but pocket passers have the same value upside. Rookie Stroud. Yeah, but the thing is, that's a good point, but I feel like people learn from their mistake with Rookie Stroud. I don't think, because pocket passers as a whole have taken a pretty big hit. Charles is a domain supporter. You get your name green. Appreciate you.
Interesting.
I like Purdy over the rest of that tier.
Stone Bonsai said I took him because I believe he had more rushing upside over all of them. Rushing upside. Okay.
Bambino says, who's the 1-3? Right now, I'd say it's Tet. It's Hampton and then Tet, I think. Kyron goes here. He takes Mahomes, Knicks, Lamb, Higgins, and then Kyron, and then Jonathan Taylor. Honestly, that's honestly in Durozak, I feel like he's having a really good draft. This is very close to how I would draft that team. I think. Jeez, having Marv as your wide receiver 3 is ridiculous.
Yes, it is. And he gets Goff as his QB1. Totally cool with that. Totes.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Let's try the Old Bay.
Old Bay chips. I'm going to try and come up with some crazy comp for this one to tick everyone off.
Aftertaste is about this. It's close to crab chip. The initial taste is a lot stronger.
It's more, I know what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gosh.
Shout out to Anthony for these. Michael says we should try grilled raccoon.
I was trying to pinpoint what that flavor is. You know what that reminds me of?
Oh gosh, what?
It tastes like the ramen noodles, like the
A little bit, yeah.
the chicken stuff.
A little bit.
Yeah. The ramen
Aaron
noodles
says,
powder.
Yiggity yo. Where you at with Coker? I know the Dynasty Land guy, aka Zach, is hoping for a breakout year. I think it possibly breaks out. I think it was more an indication of Leggett and him not being able to outperform Coker last year was kind of a bad thing. But if they bring somebody in, I think Coker could be a solid wide receiver too. I think there's a chance he breaks out for sure. So, Tricky Vic here. Thought to start at 6. Can't wait for my second one. Love the first. Thanks. Appreciate you, Charles. Yeah. We're looking forward to it. You're going to be right up after the break as well. The link's pinned if you want to get your team blueprint and your rookie draft blueprint. The rookie draft blueprint looks just freaking like this. This is something we're going to include
Just
for
freaking.
free with every team blueprint from now until probably when your rookie drafts end, like in May sometimes. So we're doing it completely free of charge. You get the 2 blueprints, both of them with any team blueprint purchase. So you also get the full team blueprint sent to your inbox as well. If you would like, take advantage of that. We do these live on the stream, the rookie draft blueprint and the 1.0. Nathan and I can take a look at your team, feature it on the show, and give you a second opinion. And you can do that with the link in the pinned comment. You can also do flockfantasy.com/domain. Use code domain, the annual Motherflocker tier, and you get this for free. So, all right, I'm gonna move our camera. Shrinkage. Hashtag George Costanza. Shrinkage. All right.
Nice.
Checking in. DJ Moore goes there to Jake. Burrow, Collins, JSN, DJ Moore, Brookie. I don't mind that. Chris takes Devonta Smith here. Peak Pay has this pick as well. So another pick. Okay, so that's the what? That's the 105, isn't it? That's good value for the 105, honestly. You have the 101, Bowers, Breeze, Kyler, Rashee Rice, and the 105. That's a pretty good team. I like that start. DCH on the clock. Oh, wait, no, he just took the 106. Wilson, McCarthy, Ladd, McBride, 106. Clear future value team there. And Fry Squad goes with Dak, so look at that start.
Boom.
That's very similar to the team I think I drafted in the first one. I had Dak and Love, and I forget who else. Honestly, I haven't even opened that league a ton. I have a lot of rookie picks in that one. No, I don't think anybody's been trading in that.
The one that we drafted earlier. Yeah, there's been a couple of like really low grade trades.
What did we? Oh, that's live league too. Yeah, that's right. Oh, Barkley's on the block in that league.
I need to look at my team.
I have the 101, 103, 111, 205 through. I need to do myself a rookie draft blueprint. Frick. Anna, if we did fan mail, somebody would kill us, just so you know. Somebody would absolutely take advantage of that and kill us.
Yep.
There would be ricin immediately. We'd still have to open it. TJ took Bryce Young, so he's got Herbert, Chase, Gibbs, Bryce Young. It's interesting. I mean, I feel like he skipping rounds 3 and 4 here. What did you pick up in return, TJ? I feel like you should have a lot of extra picks in here. BK takes Josh Jacobs. DCH takes Olave, so another future value pick for DCH. And then it's Stone Bonsai back up again, who only has 3 QBs. So we'll see who he takes right here.
I have the 106, 206, a third, and a couple of fourths in that league. I went pretty heavy wide receiver. I got Mahomes, Purdy at QB, and then JJ, Garrett Wilson, Flowers, Pickens.
You have a way better team than I do.
Andrews. I got Darnold on the cheap before his extension, too.
See where Bonsai goes here. What do you guys think about Brees with Glenn's comments? That's a good question by Sam. Did you see those comments, Nathan?
Yes, about him saying that basically they might trade him.
Well, really what he said was
the committee thing.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I mean, we've been telling people to pivot off of Brees. He's not been like a hard sell.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not really freaking out because we were already kind of low on him to begin with, but Glenn can say whatever he wants before the NFL draft. As far as I'm concerned, everything's a smokescreen until the NFL draft.
Yeah.
So whatever he wants to do to boost the value of that pick to try and trade back, leverage other teams to tempt them to trade up, that organization, man, can do some crazy stuff.
All right, Stone Bonsai's got his wide receiver 1, and it's Xavier Worthy. See who goes for 2. Flowers. Okay. Not bad. DCH goes Laporta. DCH already has McBride and goes Laporta. BK goes Addison there. All right. And then TJ's back up now. Interesting. Interesting to go Laporta when you already have McBride. I'm curious about that. But he said TJ's team again. Yeah, sure. There's TJ's team right here.
Oh, Sharp Supreme just put some people on the trade block. Gibbs, BTJ, 25 first. What 25 first? That's what I want to know. Costness says, kind of confused why you guys use kickers as placeholders for the rookies. I just checked on Sleeper that they have them uploaded. We use kickers as placeholders for rookie picks, not the actual rookies. So
you're drafting the 101.
You're drafting the 101. We don't. The reason we're doing that is because we don't hold our rookie drafts in domain community leagues until after the NFL draft. Don't want to be drafting rookies that don't have landing spots and risking a ton of value volatility there for everyone in the league's sake. So we wait for those landing spots to be solidified in the NFL draft before we have that rookie draft.
So that's the 107 that just went. So TJ's got Chase, Herbie, Gibbs, Bryce Young in the 107. Waffle takes Christian McCaffrey at the 6'5". I will say the crab chips do clear the Old Bay ones.
I like the crab chips more. I agree with you.
I do like the Old Bay chips. But it tastes, the Old Bay chips really are like straight seasoning. And that's why it tastes like the ramen noodle stuff.
Yep.
Florida or Houston tonight? Who do you guys got? I'll drop that poll instead of the one I've got up now, which is a dumb poll. 52 shut up. 48, yes. And that's 150 votes, so I think we have our answer.
We're shutting up.
We are shutting up on that one. All right, now. Who you got? I picked Houston to go to the Final Four, and everybody in our bracket pool, the domain bracket pool, said I was stupid for it. So that was fun. There you go. Who you got tonight? We went to flex Laporta. Yeah, we don't really like flexing tight ends. How it's saying that about Brees create leverage though? Not saying they will take Genty. No, I don't know, man. I mean, I think it's possible that. I just don't know with Brees. I don't really think you ever know at this point. Shout out Dalton, who just gifted 5 Dynasty Domain memberships. Dalton's go. Tally Ho got one. Michael, OG, Aaron, Brad, OG. Oh, I already got OG. Sharky wants you to hit him up. So, shout out Dalton. Dalton is customer numero uno in Domain World. We appreciate him a ton. Hey, here's something I want to tell you guys while we're here on a live stream. I want to say this as delicately as I can. We've had plenty of opportunities to take sponsorships on this channel. And I'm just going to tell you that we have decided not to do any at all. And the reason that we have is because you guys have been extremely supportive of us and very generous and also support our products and things like that. So thank you from us. And you are the reason that we will not ever have to do that on this channel, I hope. But just so you know, that possibility was there and it's not happening. So Thank you a ton. We appreciate it. Let's keep it that way. This ad-free Dynasty domain is brought to you by Team Blueprints.
2 people said Duke.
Oh,
That's funny. Yeah, I agree.
Florida 72%. Florida's. I mean, nobody's gonna pick Houston. Defense wins championships, baby. You guys excited for DeVries? I'm freaking pumped for DeVries. He's already got a couple really studly recruits. They're gonna get another one here soon. Yeah, I'm glad we don't. I'm glad we have somebody in there that's actually like doing his job. So yes, I like Darren DeVries a lot. So I'm pumped. I'm ready to have a competent coach. We have a butt ton of money, so could be trying to drum up a trade interest for him, maybe. Jets said they were going to take Gibbs if you fell to them, just for some food for thought. We'll see how low his value goes. I mean, getting to the 4-5 turns a new kind of benchmark for him. He gets his JT range in the middle of the 5th. We're going to have to talk about that.
Yep.
Florida won't gift Houston a win like Duke. I mean, Florida has found itself in very consequential situations late game this year.
Precarious situations.
And they have
think
this one man named Walter Clayton. And he's gotten them out of it every time.
I think Florida easily had the toughest road to the championship this year, and
They've killed it.
they made it all the way.
He takes Ayuk.
I mean, having UConn in the round of 32 alone was going to be tough for anyone.
Loving Fry Squad's team here, but that was a tough draw.
It was
That's
really tough
brutal.
draw. Yeah, I know. And they've taken it. They've rolled the punches pretty well.
Yeah. Oh, they have. They deserve to win it.
Yeah.
Took Hawkinson here. Okay.
Yep.
So first tight end off the board.
I'm obviously rooting for them.
6'9" for James Cook. Nice value. You see him slide a little bit more than he has been after, we decided we were a little bit lower on him. And I know you guys watch. So Terry McLaurin is your wide receiver 4. I like that as well. Good stuff. Endurozak takes Chase Brown. So going double running back here in the 5-6. Curious where he goes in the 7th. But Riley's back up. Riley has 2 quarterbacks, 2 wide receivers, and a running back in Kyron Williams. D-Fish was here before 5K. A lot of you guys were here before 5K, honestly. You guys have stuck around. We love you for it. Sam says, I know what you make goes back in the channel and community. You bet it does. No, so here's the thing. Like, we don't need to get sponsors to do that. We feel like we can do it on our own, so... I do appreciate it, though. I know you guys wouldn't be mad at us if we took a sponsorship. I'm just saying, we don't feel the need to do that, so... Yeah, community feel, that's most important to us. I go to West Virginia, but I knew you guys would be happy about him. I'm assuming Steelers I'm assuming you're not one of the guys like being like a total douche canoe about it, because like there are a lot of those West Virginia fans online are like really nasty about it. Like, I mean, you can't blame the guy. He's making a career decision. It sounds like you're cool, so I appreciate that. The chicken bake or the double chunk chocolate cookie? Chicken bake. Chicken or chocolate? Come on, guys. Chicken. Just got my Motherflocker submitted review. It says you guys already reviewed a team a couple months ago, but I need that infinite. Doug, we appreciate you, man. Welcome. We are gonna get to your review. So anybody who does sign up tonight for a membership, we will do your review live on the stream. So, and there's the link if you want to get your team blueprint and rookie draft blueprint live on tonight's show. The scoring here is 4-point passing touchdown, also half-point tight end premium. Full point PPR. Waddle is where TJ goes. TJ's got Herbie Young, he's got Jamar Chase and Jalen Waddle now. He's got the 106, 107, I think, and then Gibbs. And Endurozak, who still hasn't traded, but has had one of the best drafts, in my opinion. I'm interested to see where this pick goes. This is kind of where his draft could turn. I like his draft so far, but I feel like you've got a pretty consequential pick here to make. Yeah. Can you send the sleeper link so we can look on our own? Sure. Yeah, I gotcha. Dun, dun, dun. There we go.
Boom. I'm curious how many domain people play IDP. A good number of them. I mean, we get questions all the time from people in the community that watch our content and stuff. If we do reviews for IDP leagues. I get plenty of comments all the time about teams that I review that are IDP leagues, and there's a good number of them out there. Costness, are you guys selling merch? Where can I buy?
I just asked somebody to drop the merch link for him.
Perfect.
Because I don't have it available.
Yeah.
It's not on the website, I don't think. It's on something else. It's on the spread shop. Yeah. Somebody send him the link. It's somewhere.
Merch.
Becca will send it to you. Chuba. Okay, I mean, it's not bad. I don't know about you guys. I think I would have preferred in Zero Zach go wide receiver again. I think DK would have been a way better pick there. DK is your wide receiver 4, like, yeah. But Jake picks him up, and DK is his wide receiver 5. So that's insane. Mason says hashtag Team Waffle. Waffle is drafting this team for somebody else. It's not actually his team. So your team hashtag whoever that is. Remember the good old days when you had weekly defense and kicker rankings in redraft? That was literally, I guess it's 2 years ago from this coming season, but there's the merch link right there from Becca.
Did we do defense and kicker rankings this year at any point?
No, not this year. We didn't. We graduated. I have my Dynasty domain Adidas crew neck on, so.
I feel like we did
really comfy.
like one video with defense and kicker this year.
Chris takes Skittle. I don't know, maybe for the playoffs. We did do one.
Yes, that was when we did it.
Yep. All right, Peak Pay's back up. Pretty good draft for Peak Pay so far. I like this team. Can we get some Nathan's birthday merch? We honestly need to make some kind of shirt like that. About happy birthday, just happy birthday, Nathan. Yeah, there you go.
Not necessary. I appreciate the gesture.
It's Nathan, it's all right. We got it.
Well, by the time you get it, according to your logic, since today's my birthday, it wouldn't even be my birthday by the time you got it.
It's not about that. It's just about having it. And who knows?
Interesting.
Your birthday always comes around quicker than we expect. It doesn't ever feel like it's been that long. It feels real short. Okay, I gotta count the picks again. That is because this guy has multiple picks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the 1, 9. In the 7th, it's clearly a future value team here, but I like it. I like that you took Breece Hall in this build because he was clearly the value there. Coob's back up now. Pickens in the 6th. I feel like that's higher than I've seen him go recently, but clearly still a Pickens believer here. Nice.
Only mods can post links.
Oh, that's actually good to know. I didn't know that. Becca, you're a mod, yeah. Mason always loving those teams with multiple rookie picks.
Yeah.
It's true. Because Mason knows that rookie picks are undervalued. Ayuk goes here. And then Fry Squad doesn't have this pick. It's Jake's pick. Jake's got a good team so far. And then he goes, oh, wow.
Oh, man. That was about a 3 to 4 round reach. You could have taken a different player there and landed AR in the 11th in a domain league. That was Brutalius. No way around it, sorry. Yay.
A lot of those 2 there in the 7th.
The silence speaks volumes.
Decent value. The one thing I will say is Waffle's screwing this guy because he's not giving him any wide receivers. TJ takes Derrick Henry there. All right. I just can't even make comments on Anthony Richardson picks because we're so emotionally charged on that one. BK takes the 111, I think, right? Yeah, that's the 111. When Nathan's real birthday rolls around, no one will believe him. Yeah. Every day.
That is the one pro to
Nathan's birthday's
this
really just a state of
thing.
mind. I love that. David, you're exactly right, man. It is. It's just. Is Nathan's birthday here in the room with us? That's what my therapist asked me. Can you see Nathan's birthday? All right, let's see if DCH here. Let's see which way he goes. He's already got 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, 3 wide receivers actually. A rookie pick.
2 tight ends.
2 tight ends.
Wow.
J-Mo. All right. You got J-Mo and Laporta.
Fascinating.
Yep.
Looks like
he's also got 2 picks right here.
Looks like he's just trying to take the
This
value.
is where he loads up. You have Chuba 20 spots to go DK in your rankings. Well, yeah, can't really make an excuse there, can I? But that's all one. The thing about it, though, is that may be true, but it's all one big tier there. Also, my rankings are best used positionally.
Same.
Yeah. I really focus on like the rankings in the positions. The overall rankings, like I think there's a bunch of big tiers, but no, you definitely got me on that one there, Enduro Zach. I guess I better shut up.
Jake, you were the chosen one.
Oh no, evidently my rankings were chosen and I must have screwed up. I don't know. Do I really have 20 spots apart?
That's 2 full rounds.
That's too far. Let's go look at my rankings real quick. Oof.
The rude awakening when
Sorry,
someone
Enduro
calls
Zach,
you
you
out.
still
You're
have,
like,
like, the
yeah,
best
you're not wrong.
You're not wrong about that one. Take Tua's limp body before AR at this point. We're definitely with you.
100% agree.
Fruitly, yes.
Tua's got one thing that AR doesn't. Oh, and by the way, both of them get banged up all the time. It's not like AR has the upper hand on him there. One of them has a lot of money, the other one doesn't.
That's so weird. I honestly don't know why DK's ranked that low. I've got him next to Tyreek and Terry McLaurin. Maybe that's why he's been falling in our drafts. I need to move him up.
I don't know. I've compensated. Or are you implying that they use only your rankings? Well, I guess mine haven't been working, so.
They can't use mine.
They try and they can't.
Jerry Jeudy. Okay.
What?
This is the 111, right? So you're taking a first with Jeudy. Woo. Nathan's birthday is the quintennial rhetorical statement question all in one. There you go.
Whoa. That was deep.
Waffle's defending himself when he doesn't realize that I was trolling him. I know, Waffle. I saw the rookie picks.
Okay, Nathan, where do you have DK in overalls? I gotta fact check myself here now too. There he is. That's right where I thought he'd be. DK, Devonta Smith, DJ Moore, that range. Just ahead of Chuba.
I have to take it back, Enduro Zach. You really kind of caught me on that one.
Oh, speaking of, I have not looked at this. What?
Yeah. I did make the adjustment, though.
Starts profusely sweating.
David says, taking the value is always a good idea. Hey, David, you want to start grading teams? What happened to the blue cup tumbler? Do we have a blue cup tumbler?
It's right there.
You talking about this one?
It's that one. That's the one.
Got my water in there.
Holy
It's not for sale on the merch
guarantees.
site, though. Those are custom ordered.
Oh,
Was it DK?
Tua.
Oh. Okay, Darnold just went here. All right, new poll. We already did this poll. Let's do a new poll because I'm curious on who you guys prefer here in Dynasty.
Wow.
Florida won that poll.
Tua is locked in for at least 2 more years. They could save about $22 million if they cut him after 2026.
In Dynasty, wow. Darnold or Gino is what I want to know. I would like the YouTube chat to be working now. Okay, my poll didn't send. There we go. Just didn't like any of the wide receivers available. And wasn't great. I mean, outside of DK, I mean, it went until JMO until another one went. Mike Evans, Tyreek Hill. So yeah, you're right. The wide receivers available there sucked besides pretty much DK. And Godwin's a good pick in the 8th round. So I bullied Waffle into taking Godwin there. Why is everyone drafting so many kickers? This is a 6-point per kick league. No, they're rookie picks. So the first kicker is the 101, the second kicker is the 102, etc. Hopefully that makes sense. CMC a full round ahead of Henry justified. CMC genuinely puzzles me. I think it's justified in the sense that he's going to probably play longer. So yeah, I think so. Link in the comments, guys, if you want to get your team featured on this stream right after we're done here in a couple minutes. We have a short queue, so if you want to submit or if you want to buy and join the community with the Motherflocker tier with code DOMAIN, the annual one's going to get you a free team blueprint that we'll do live for you tonight. So we'd be happy to feature your team on the show. But
I cannot believe.
Is it really? Yes! Our Bitly's back, baby. Our Bitly's back, and we're gonna start posting it. Hey, yeah.
I can't believe
our Bitly's back.
Sleeper
Come on,
doesn't.
that was pretty good. Yeah.
I can't believe Sleeper doesn't have an option to select rookie
Our
picks.
Bitly's back, and we're gonna start posting it. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Our Bitly's back. They're gonna unsubscribe.
They would have a long time ago.
At this point, they would have done it a
point.
long time ago.
We should look at our sub count every once in a while during these streams, see if it fluctuates at all.
I just watch the viewers, and they go down about a minute and a half after I do something stupid. Hey, that's weird. I have the freaking text on for that, and they didn't send me a text yet.
So far, it's about 50-50 Geno Darnold. Alex said, is none of the above an acceptable acceptable option for the poll?
No.
Nope, you got to pick one. Yeah, I got one as a good
Honestly,
pick there.
Darnold Geno being 50-50 is pretty interesting here when you're looking at what their value is.
Yep.
Pretty interesting.
If it's even close to 50-50, they should not be super duper far apart.
Mixon goes there on this team, which I already really like. Monty. Wait, hold on. Did he have Pickens before? Did Pickens get traded mid-draft?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think he had Pickens. He had Ayuk.
Yeah.
They made a trade.
Yep. Looks like he got an extra 10th.
Is that what happened?
Yep.
Yep, you're right. Dang. Monty goes to this team as the running back one, like that. Peak Pay takes Tyrone Tracy here. Okay. Keep my comments to myself on that one.
David Yo says, did you gentlemen decide when the drawing for this $250 league is going to go down?
Well,
Nope. We are going to figure that out probably over the next couple of days. It's a little bit tight. Our timeline's a little bit tight right now because we're going to New York for the weekend for a business trip. We'll live stream in New York, but right now it is TBD when we're going to actually stream our $250 live league, probably once we're back at some point. Before the NFL draft, after our New York trip next week.
Yeah, if you guys want to get in the league drawings, they're on Discord, so watch. They just got to the part where I sing. Watch the viewer count.
Avery singing will never make me unsubscribe.
Thanks, Anthony. You also sent me chips, so I feel like we have that kind of relationship.
Avery has a pretty whimsical voice.
Gosh, that's one way to describe it.
Whimsical. That's just my favorite word. It's just so funny.
Warrior King says he likes King Henry over CMC. I think he'd go either way. Our Bitly's back.
Oh my gosh.
Mr. Cube. That was, I mean, like, I came up with it on the spot.
It's a jingle.
Keon Coleman. Okay. Why are you yawning at work, Nathan? Be professional. That's true.
Yeah, you got me.
That is not professional. You're right.
You got me.
You look
man.
like you're bored of our viewers. You look like you're bored of Dynasty Domain.
I'm not bored. I'm relaxing and watching the board.
I think that's the
Different
That's
board.
the 112, isn't it? Let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think that's a 201.
Will somebody keep track of the rookie picks in the comments for me?
Yeah, please. Counting is a nightmare.
Saw on the Flock website an article from a while ago about merch. Yeah, it's outdated. we'll do merch giveaways. We're supposed to be doing a merch giveaway during the draft, aren't we? Yeah, and that's gonna have a shirt, right?
You got me, Happy Madison.
We're gonna be giving away merch during the draft. So
they just wouldn't leave me alone with all the birthday pictures today. They wiped me out.
Birthday shots. Whoa. Hold on. What did you think shots meant here? Do you think he was talking about birthday pictures?
Yes. What? Oh, shots.
Oh my gosh.
Shots.
Nathan,
Okay.
Holy cow, dude.
No, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'd be a lot more than tired if it were like
Holy
shots.
crap, dude. Oh my gosh, Nathan. Frag.
What?
Do you live under a rock? Like, how do you birthday shots? Really? Everybody knows what birthday shots are.
I mean, yeah, I do too. I just was not. I was not in that state of mind right now. I just was not thinking that.
Appreciate David. Oh my gosh, you guys.
I was like, what are you holding on about? What are you talking about?
All those pictures. You literally said that, and I was like, what? And Durozak goes Josh
Yeah,
Downs.
that was pretty bad.
It was funny. I love it. That is uniquely domain right there.
Just make a channel where you sing the jingles so fate food you review. What?
Jingles of food review. Yeah.
Gotcha.
We can do that.
Oh, jingles of, yeah.
So Kamara goes. He already took Kyron. He taken running back his last 3 picks.
So running back, RB. So I'm sorry. Go back to his team. Does he have any wide receivers?
He has Lamb and Higgins.
Oh, okay, cool.
So he started 2 quarterback, 2 wide receivers, and then has gone all quarterback since then.
Yep. So
he's got another
faded tight ends.
which is fine.
Yeah, jingles of food review. Makes sense.
Yeah, I got the 201. Okay, so that was the 2-1. Thank you. Okay, 201 is gay because the second round is gay. There we go. That's how we'll remember that. Different kind of shots.
Yeah. It is the best part about the 90-second delay is that once they all start rolling in, we're like, oh yeah.
I've seen that part now.
Yeah, I'll take my L there,
Taking
man.
shots in the JC picture booth. That is so funny, you guys. And another new name for the Domain Community League. Nathan is the gift that keeps on giving. Birthday shots with a camera emoji. That was awesome. And Durozak takes Jaden Reed there. So goes back to wide receiver here. Nice high upside guys, slot guys. I like it. Nathan has boring friends. What did we do for your 21st?
My 21st. Jeez.
That wasn't how long ago? What did we do? We had something.
We probably recorded.
No, we did something for your birthday.
Did we do an escape room?
That wasn't your 21st.
I think we did an escape room.
Was that your 20? Was that when we went and got calzones?
Yeah, because we did it with the wives.
There you go. That's what we did.
You and I were
birthday. We got
carrying. You and I were carrying the entire time for the escape room.
Our freaking wives. Like, I mean, they're good for a lot of things. Not good at escape rooms.
It was rough.
Yeah,
it was
so
really
for
rough.
Nathan's 21st.
We're like, all right, Savannah, your job is to go look around for things. It did not work.
For Nathan's birthday, 21st, we went clubbing downtown, hit up a calzone restaurant.
We did go to
did the hardest escape room we possibly could and didn't escape. So that's our definition.
Yeah, that was rough.
Crazy time.
Yep. The calzone place slapped.
Pretty hungover today from all the picture sites.
Back to the boring friends thing, though. Okay, like, I mean, how do you think that we ended up here starting a YouTube channel about Dynasty Fantasy Football?
Yeah,
because we sat around and talked about Dynasty. We didn't do anything else.
Yeah, we forfeit our bar time for camera time.
You might think we're entertaining, but
that's so funny.
We did play a lot of disc golf. We used to play disc golf literally all the time.
Back when we had the podcast only, we would play disc golf,
come back and pod while we were sweaty and gross,
and then we would watch a game. And that was
the night.
We had no cares in the world, but we also had no money.
Yep.
Now we have lots of cares, and we still have no money. It was sauce on the side. Yep.
Oh, you've been there? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. absolutely worth it. It is so good.
I just bought a domain cup and hoodie. Here we go. Did you put a cup on the site?
Alfie, let's go.
Is there a cup on there?
Repping the brand in the UK.
Alfie's going to be repping. How about that? Played categories for his 21st. We didn't even get that far. We got tired and went to bed. Nathan knitted a sweater for his 21st. He wore it to the photo booth. That's... Oh, nice. There you go.
People narrowing down how old I am.
Now, Nathan's not 21. He's older than that. But we would have been... On my 21st, I don't think we were hanging out.
We would have been. It would have been right around then
That was four and a
because...
half years ago. No, because I got married when I was 21.
Because we started hanging out your senior year of high school.
Remember,
I'm sorry, your senior year of college.
My 22nd birthday was that Ravens game that I didn't come over for where we lost. Remember that? And I was so pissed off. That was the day of my 22nd.
Oh, okay. So we did not hang out for your 21st. You're right.
What is it?
Well, I also wasn't at your wedding.
You weren't. I was in
so
Nathan's
funny.
wedding and he wasn't at mine.
Yeah.
There was a period where we became pretty good friends pretty quickly. What's a ticket for Snow White worth in 2025 rookie picks? I'm not going to answer this, but it's worth...
Not the 412.
It's an undrafted.
It is.
It's a waiver claim.
Yep.
But I'm not going to answer it. He cheers Norman Reedus at a strip club in Portland for my 25th. I don't know who Norman Reedus is, but that sounds really fun. Except, yeah, well, not our idea of fun, but Sutton, Peak Pay, Khalil Shakir. Okay, you go Coleman and Shakir here. That's all right. And Fry Squad took Devontae Adams. Great value on Devontae Adams there. I like that for your team, Fry Squad. That's a good pick. I met my future wife on my 21st. I don't remember meeting her, but apparently it was love at first sight. We love you, Nathan. Not like Ari does, but we love you.
Appreciate it.
Oh, Peyton says he didn't mean to take Tracy there.
Ooh.
That sucks, actually. I'm sorry. 21st, you guys are that young? Yeah. We're just out of college. I mean, I'm Nathan's just out of college. I've been out of college for... Has it been 3 years this coming year for me? Oh, I'm old.
When did you take your data job? Are you going on 2 years this summer?
So it's been 3.
So it's been 3. Yeah.
Bad calzones and you were stuck in a room all night.
Yeah, I had a corporate job for
never changed. Nathan.
Roughly 3 months.
Birthday shots is up there with 789 moment. That was in my opinion better than 789 for sure. That was hilarious. All night blueprints taking the toll on you guys. You look late 20s, early 30s. Thanks.
Appreciate it, man.
Dirty Bird says, "Stop the Pittman hate." Hey, we don't hate Pittman.
I did look at a video like even a year ago of us doing Dynasty stuff, and I was like,
it's like the president.
Man, we looked joyous.
we had a lot more energy.
We had a lot more energy for video.
I had a kid, so I've had like something actually age me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the 789, man. Yeah, Avery's aging was a kid. My aging was 2.5 jobs at one time.
Nathan and Avery, 21, already married, going into escape room. Mormons confirmed. I can guarantee you we are not Mormon. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Or they went to BYU.
I did make a soaking joke the other day. It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I said Mormons, instead of saying somebody got screwed, they say they got soaked. Brutal.
Wow.
We did not go to BYU. Norman Reedus is Daryl from The Walking Dead. Oh, that's cool. They in their 50s. Jeez. Dang, he just auto? Why is it stuck on time's up?
Refresh.
What is happening?
I'm sure it's on your end. Yep.
Yeah, it says he's still online, so maybe he didn't.
He picked. He's good. That was just a sleeper glitch with the old stale page.
Bitly's back. What are your thoughts, Nathan? What are you thinking about?
Thinking about the draft.
Yeah. Kobe went.
Yeah.
Sticky Ricky went.
Very interesting. I think Ricky,
Sticky.
compared to all the other guys that went there, I don't think Ricky was a bad pick.
No.
No,
honestly,
I would like to know what picks are going in this range because I think that's a little high for Myers.
I'm gonna put out another poll. Make sure you drop a like if you're watching. If you enjoy the league drafts, and you haven't dropped a like, you got 93 likes. We got 300 people watching this whole time.
Ricky or Jennings?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who's a better NFL wide receiver?
Jow Wown. That's how I always say it. Yeah.
Who's a better NFL wide receiver?
Man, it's like you guys are getting hints to what our video content is going to be this week.
Stickly Rickley or Sean Shinnings? There is a correct answer, by the way. See who knows ball.
David Yo said, you guys could be my kids. Mad props to the work ethic. Can't get my 22-year-old to leave his room.
Rip. 2.5 jobs.
Thanks, David.
It's equal to 2.5 men. There you go. Is Slick Rick a hold at 204 prices like in this draft?
I think Pearsall here at this price in the late 9th round is fine compared to who he was going around. I think around Connor, like, I have no issue with you preferring Pearsall over Connor. I have no issue with you wanting to take Pearsall over McMillan. Market says you should take Pearsall over McMillan, Sutton, all those guys. So I don't have a problem with that at all. And there goes Gino.
DCH.
About a round and a half after Sam Darnold.
This guy's got McCarthy, Fields, Darnold, and Chino. He's got 3 tight ends, 4 quarterbacks, 3 wide receivers, 2 rookie picks, and...
I'm sorry, not a round and a half. He went 2 full rounds after Sam Darnold.
So that was the 2-1, 2-2, 2-3, 2-4. That's the 2-5 that just went from BK.
Jeez.
So the seconds are going off the board now.
Man, they did not take the hint with the Geno stuff. They just kept letting him fall.
No.
Compared to where Darnold was going.
Well, I mean, you don't want to reach on him, though. Just because we say that. So
there's more. I mean, it's fine.
He took another tight end.
Generally, when we name drop someone, they end up going earlier than they should.
I know. TJ's up now. TJ just took Ricky.
Yeah.
Yeah, clearly Jennings right now. I wondered if you guys would say that. It's kind of a, yeah. Yes, right now. Maybe.
Long game versus short game thing.
Yeah, but even then, like, you know. Only like if you spend 30 minutes talking about cereal. We don't have time, brother. We got to do team reviews.
Yeah, like, I want to be sensitive to the Pearsall truthers out there because honestly, like, our take is about as grounded and set in stone as your guys' are for, you know, being a fan of him, even though was pretty much objectively overdrafted in the NFL, drafted too high. Like, there still is going to be opportunity there. There still is talent there that he did showcase in very small sample sizes, and he was rehabbing from being shot in a really unfortunate accident right before the season started. So, like, the lack of the production in this rookie season is very understandable, and it could definitely be an outlier comparatively. It really just is, in our opinion. All of the guys going generally in his price range, he's often going higher than this, where he went in the startup. Kind of just, we like the proven production that outweighs the potential of a guy like Ricky Pearsall, who I think no one would really deny that he kind of has a cap ceiling regardless of what he actually does or doesn't end up doing in the NFL for the Niners. So that's just kind of our take on it right now. Like, even if I had to pay up a little bit to go from Pearsall to Godwin, like, I'm just doing that, especially as a contender. As a contender, there's not really a reason for you to hold Pearsall heading into this season when you can go get a more productive guy. And there's some risk in holding Pearsall as a rebuilding team because you can play the market on him, sure, but you kind of already played the market on him and won because he gained a ton of value without even doing anything really. on the field. So I think this is kind of the time to take advantage of the value premium because he's being valued higher than he ever has been, even straight out of the NFL draft as a first-round pick.
Yeah. Debo and Pitty go back to back. I like Pitty there. 10th round, nice. Goes to Fry Squad. Fry Squad obviously stacking a contending team here. Chris is going to have a pick here. Then Riley's going to have another pick as well.
Yeah, I mean, Dan's right. He's after getting shot, it's tough to evaluate Pearsall last year. I agree with you. I think you're right. And that's just an evaluation that we don't really want to risk betting on. The evaluation of, hey, we're going to project that he's going to do really well and gain value. We would rather just err on the side of caution and go get someone who you know is probably going to hold their value a little bit more, even if their value ceiling isn't as high as someone like Pearsall, who, again, has a limited value ceiling anyways.
And E-Rock did say, I didn't love the analytics on Pearsall coming in.
Yeah, the analytics weren't great. He was
they were bad.
They weren't bad. He was still he got a lot of buzz heading into the draft. They weren't first. They were not. They were bad in terms of like where first round wide receivers usually are analytically. As a wide receiver, he's actually in a tier of guys that we speak pretty highly of. He's right around there with like a Jaden Higgins, who we're big fans of, but we're also admitting of the limitations that Jaden Higgins has. So
especially analytically, yeah.
I think that's worth highlighting. He was an older prospect too, a little bit. I think he was a fourth year guy that declared later. Was he 23 when they drafted him? Because I think he's
Pearsall.
I think he's 24 now, isn't he? Yeah, 24. he's 24 now. So older guy.
Anthony has a trade question for us. He wants to know if he should send away Terry McLaurin and Zach Charbonnet for the 109. Now, when you're looking at Terry versus the 109, they're going back-to-back in our Domain Live League ADP right now. You're giving up Charbonnet to get there, which Zach Charbonnet is going in the 11th round, maybe 12th. No, it's 11th round. You know, what can I add to make this fair? You'd have to add something, or I'm assuming you're saying to add something on the other side, and if that's the case, I would just want another mid-second back or value equivalent to that, and you'd be fine. James Conner or a mid-second.
He said both these guys were soft sells on my Infinite.
Yeah.
Charbonnet and
James
Terry.
Conner or a mid-second, one of the two.
Yeah.
If you can pull that off, I think you're going to be in pretty good shape.
Yep. Did you answer X-rays?
Nope, not yet.
Okay.
X-rays is next rays.
Superflex 12 team start 11 deep league.
Himself. Sorry, I have to switch back right now. Do you want Jennings just went? That's his wide receiver 3.
Yeah.
Actually. And Durazak takes the 2-6. Nice pick. I like that. Matt Stafford goes. Nice pick as your QB3 here. And another pick for Riley here. All right. Yeah, so a lot of guys are saying Ricky has more upside. I mean, I think by default that's true. I think in terms of who I think is going to produce more this year, I think it's John Jennings. Just saying. Hot take, maybe, but
I don't think that's a
takes
hot
Cup,
take.
so he takes the old Stafford Cup stack. Oh wait, not anymore. Cup in the 11th, though, is not a bad price, honestly. Probably worth a shot. Saw a mock from the Athletic. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. That had Genty at 6 to the LAS. That's the Raiders that are picking there, right? Omar to the Chargers at 22. Caleb, Chicago the 2nd. Oh, that would be sick. Henderson is 2nd. Denver. Tet. This is Athletic too. Tet, Carolina at 8. Egbuka, Denver 20. Washington, Golden 29. That would be sick. For dynasty purposes, that would be a sick first round. And make sure, by the way, on draft night, we are currently in progress right now, working on every single graphic you can ever imagine for this stream that we have cooked up for you. So you know where to be on draft night. Make sure you join the domain. We're going to have breakdowns of all of the guys that are drafted, offensive, non-fantasy players, defensive, how they're going to affect teams. So we're going to have the entire gamut of information for you. Not to mention, you're going to get real-time Dynasty advice and real-time Dynasty analysis like you won't see anywhere before we have it for you live on our channel. It's going to be high quality production as well. So you're not going to have to sit there and worry about, oh, I can't even see these guys. Oh, I don't want to watch guys, just sit and do nothing. It's going to be awesome. So make sure you join in. That's coming up in a couple weeks now. So we love to have you. We're going to be doing giveaways and stuff too. So, all right. Becker just says he traded Zaya 26 first and a 26 second for Puka just now. That's awesome.
Wow.
Because he's retiring when he's 30.
There you go.
Terry Sharp, 109 Connor will be sent. I did mean add on his side. Thanks, boys. You're welcome. Yeah, I figured that's what you meant after I read it. Ayuk doesn't affect Ricky. He can establish shelf before Ayuk's back. If he falls then he would have sucked regardless. Yeah, I don't think Ayuk affects Ricky. I think if anything, it's Juwan Jennings, and I'm not so convinced that Juwan Jennings won't affect Ricky Pearsall. So Jonnu goes in the 11th here. It'd be interesting to see what Jonnu Smith does. Jonnu Smith's 29. He has had one top 12 wide receiver or tight end finish in his career in what is now 4 landing spots, and it was last year. I'm not gonna lie to you, I will never draft Jonnu Smith in a startup ever. I just won't. It's just gross to me. I don't think it's a bad pick though. I'm just saying I would never do it. This guy's Kittle. He just picked up Benson. Benson in the 11th is great value. The only thing really, Chris, with your team is the wide receiver depth is a little bit lacking, but you obviously know that. So, okay, another question here that we had. This one from X-Ray. The 105, the 102 are Brock Bowers. You'd be sending the 105, 102 for Brock Bowers. Let's look at your team. You have Bowers. The top guy has Bowers here. You are a rebuild. No, I'm not doing this. Do you think so, Nathan? The 102, 105 is not bad for Bowers, but this is his team. I think you spend it differently. It is a tight end premium.
I would spend it differently.
I would spend it
personally.
differently.
I am not a big fan of packaging
Bowers.
multiple picks at the moment to up tier, especially in a deeper league like that.
Yeah. I'm with you on that one. Yep, we'll finish up this round here real quick. Brian Robinson just went. So some pretty interesting drafts here tonight. Lots of trades. But should be a really fun league. I mean, if there are this many trades before, the league even drafts, then it should be pretty good. That's what I think. What time is the game tonight?
The game should be at 8:50, I believe.
Okay, interesting.
Yep.
So stick with us during the game. I dropped the link in the comments to get your team reviewed if you want to get a live team blueprint and a live rookie draft blueprint to get some strategy for your rookie draft and some trades you should be making before the draft as well. Nathan and I can tell you exactly what to be doing in this next couple weeks with your team. Why is Jennings as low as he is? Ayuk will be a while getting back to full strength. He was a wide receiver 24. I agree with you, Aaron. I think that's a great point, and I don't know. I think he's a great value at that price. I think he's a great value at that price. Doing a 9-hour flight on draft night. If the Wi-Fi doesn't work, rip. That would suck. All right.
Yeah, we will be doing everything we humanly possibly can to ensure that doesn't happen.
Well, that's his Wi-Fi on the plane is what he means.
Oh, I thought he was talking about our Wi-Fi. I was like, yeah.
All right, let's jump over and look at some of these teams we've got. We've got the Baker in here. We've got Alex in here. We got Dougie Fresh in here. So we got a lot of you guys.
Refresh.
So.
I had to move some.
There we go. All right. The guy you moved didn't sign up tonight, right?
No, it was an all coverage from Motherflocker.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah. It's just normal.
All right. So if you see your name on this list, you are on deck to get your team reviewed. If you would like your own team review tonight, and like I said, get your team blueprint, which looks like this, Nathan and I are going to break down your Dynasty team. We're going to give you everything you need for the next couple weeks. You're going to give your team archetype, your 3-year outlook, and then what moves you should be making based on those key pieces of information about your Dynasty team. Package it together for you. You get infinite blueprint for free when you do the annual Motherflocker tier with flockfantasy.com/domain. Not to mention you do get our brand new rookie draft blueprint as well. So we'll give you what you need to do right now, who you need to be buying and selling right this minute. And then we're going to give you a plan for your rookie draft, what to do with all your rookie picks, who you should be targeting, who your projected targets are. It's all going to play into each other. So we're doing all those tonight. Anything that is submitted tonight on the stream, we will do it tonight on the stream. You have that. So links in the comments. And again, if you do decide, hey, I might want my team reviewed on tonight's stream, might want you guys to look at it. It'll take you here. If you're already a member of the site, you can use this Get a Team Blueprint. Anybody can use this Get a Team Blueprint button, Get a Team Blueprint. You can get a free Team Blueprint though with this first link. You also get Infinite Blueprint with it, which is an update every single month. The annual Motherflocker tier with code DOMAIN, so it takes you here. You'll create an account. Make sure you use code DOMAIN when you sign up. That will unlock the blueprint. And then for your plan, you'll do annual Motherflocker. It's like $8 a month is what it comes out to, but you get the team blueprint, infinite blueprint, the community leagues. A lot of you guys are like, hey, how can I get in leagues? This is how you do it. And you get a team blueprint, the rookie draft guide, the bakery, a bunch of other stuff as well on the side, the rankings, the trade calculator, the my teams, all of that. So take advantage of it. Let's do Tricky Vic. Tricky Vic, hopefully you're still here, man, but we're going to take a look at your team, get you a blueprint, get you a rookie draft blueprint. It's a 12-team PPR tight end premium plus and a 0.5 points per carry super flex. It's a little bit different league settings here. It's a very active league. I went mostly for youth and long-term value strategy. I took a chance and went heavy running back, which is a 0.5 point per carry, and veteran to try to win this year. Should I down tier at running back and quarterback for picks and hold for when running backs are at a premium in the season? And
Vickers
is the team name. 5th in a 12-team Superflex Start 11 PPR. Like you mentioned, tight end premium and point per carry league. Here we go. We'll start with your positional grades.
Okay, so we got Lamar and Dak in a Superflex 12-team. It's a 7. We've got Achane, Kyron, Jacobs, Chase Brown, and Kamara. You weren't joking about the RB heavy. That's a 9. That's great. You have Devonta Smith, Terry McLaurin, Godwin, Adams. Not a ton of value at wide receiver, but definitely some production. That's a 4. And then at tight end, you got a 7 with Kittle and Jonnu Smith. This is very easily a running back heavy team.
Wow, we never get that.
No picks, period. No 25 or 26 picks. Yep.
Yeah, because he's contending for sure.
Yep, definitely contending.
Get the little bell cow, Nathan, up there. Or a little cowbell.
I know. It's not super common.
Wait, I didn't see it. Did it ring when you put it up?
I don't know. You got to pick it.
Here we go. Watch again. Ding, 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 ding.
Nice. Dude, sound effects would be so much
Birthday
fun.
shots. All right. Let's do it. Yeah, I mean, okay, so
I'm
it's
never going to live that down.
Okay, it's a start 11.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got all those running backs in his flex
his
spots.
lineup is
not
a
bad.
contending team's dream.
You got it down tier from Lamar Jackson there.
Yeah,
It's a points per carry league, though.
It is. Oh,
so
man.
he's a cheat code in this format.
So you would actually hold Lamar there. You would not down tier from him.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm thinking we're probably gonna down tier from Devon Achane instead. So actually, let's start with this. Let's start with Chase Brown and move him for a wide receiver. Let's go with Devonta Smith. We need to maximize our production upside with our wide receiver since there isn't a ton of value there to begin with. So let's move off of Devonta Smith since he's the only non-wide receiver one that you don't have or that you have on your team of your top 4 guys. And then I am going to have you down tier from Devon Achane because he's really the only guy that I'm comfortable with you down tiering from where you can get a significant premium on top and either go down to a guy like JT or you can move off of him for another wide receiver if you want to. But we do have you moving Chase Brown for a wide receiver. So I think we can down tier from Achane and feel pretty comfortable.
Yeah, and I am comfortable moving these guys now. If it's really a points per carry league like this, I think your guys are going to pay the right prices for these dudes. And honestly, we should give him a little bit of, for like Chase Brown, we should give him a little bit of an overshoot because I think people will pay more.
Yeah.
Addison?
I think that's actually right on where he's currently being.
So higher. Problem is there's DJ Moore would be the next guy. DJ Moore's great for this team, so I'm not.
I would give DJ Moore and Addison on this team.
Okay.
I would move Chase Brown you could probably do Addison maybe even plus in this league format, and then DJ Moore like a down tier from Devonta Smith. If you wanted to up tier, you could try and go get Rashee Rice.
He has great veteran wide receivers for, I mean, the guys he's starting. Smith, McLaurin, Godwin, and you got Devontae Adams on the bench. I mean, that's pretty good for this team in terms of like contending. But yeah.
You can also, this is also an option for this team.
Give him Roma Dunze for the Devontae Chan down tier.
We already have Moore as a target.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I'm trying to think of somebody in that range.
Rashee. You can go get another cheap running back like Chuba if you're going to do a big down tier from
I
Devon
would do a bigger down tier there. I would get it some good wide receivers. So really, we're just stacking wide receiver depth.
Rashee, Addison, DJ Moore. I could even put DK in there because he's going to be pretty affordable, and he has some insulation at wide receiver. That's not a bad target at all. So moving off of Chase Brown, Devonta Smith, Achane, I think those are going to be your top 3 guys that we want you to shop at the moment. Don't undersell your running backs in this league format. Focus on accumulating more wide receiver value insulation this offseason when trading.
Where'd the running back heavy one go? What the heck?
What? It's right there. No, you just had it. It was right there.
It was there?
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. My bad. Yeah, I just wanted to watch it again.
Yeah,
So he did say I tried for the running back monopoly, and so I'll say this in the suggestion in the comments. You already said it. Next.
That's what I was saying while you were trying to figure out what was wrong with the RB heavy. So I would shop Terry and see if you can get a younger wide receiver. It doesn't have to be like a spring chicken, just like anyone that's going to get an extra few years, that you're going to get an extra couple years out of.
Terry for Addison straight up.
Or Terry for DK.
Or even try to get Worthy, or DK's a good one.
Yeah. And then last but not least, don't trade any more future rookie picks.
Are these the only team reviews for this video? That is correct, Tony. So there's the link. There's actually a pretty short line at the moment for tonight, so it means you can have your team reviewed here in the next hour or so. Get the team blueprint, and again, there's the link. It'll take you here. Get a team blueprint if you're already a member of the site, or get a free one, annual Motherflocker with code domain. Yep.
All right, man. Hard contending team.
Oh,
very hard contending team.
Anthony said that trade just got accepted, so he got. Give me the full trade again, Anthony. I need the full trade, but it is the James Conner one. We told him to throw in James Conner.
Nice.
Good. That's awesome. We've had some big win trades recently in our Discord. I think people are coming back to play Dynasty, like waking up, and then our people who have been playing Dynasty since January are just
starting to work
literally
everyone.
crapping on them. Yeah. Like people are like, "Oh, let's play Dynasty because it's almost the draft. I'm making trades," and people have been watching Domain. They're like, "Hey,
that's never happening in my league."
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Vic, we appreciate you, man. Thanks for doing both those reviews. We appreciate you a ton, and. Yeah, you should be in pretty good shape here. I do like that you did go for that Monopoly. I think you did a good job. Now, just don't undersell, like Nathan said, and you're going to be in good shape. So if you have any other questions, let us know in the comments. But we appreciate you a ton. And Ty Hudson's going to be next. So Ty, let us know if you are here as well. Let's just move it on up. There's a link. Get your team reviewed. Get a rookie draft blueprint as well. Let's do this. This is going to be Ty Hudson again. He did leave a comment here for us, so I'll start off by reading that. Hey, fellas, I feel like this draft will make or break my team. And these 5 firsts are hot. You're going to get a rookie draft blueprint, my friend. Detroit and JC have expressed interest in getting back in the draft. Okay, Hall and Rice are assets I think they'd let go of. Some other ideas I've had are going after Jefferson, Neighbors, BJ. Maybe to get older vets 26 first. So he says, this is going to make or break my team. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, he's head and shoulders value-wise ahead of everybody in this league. He's got a lot of quarterback value and a lot of picks. And I mean, this is not, I don't think it's going to make or break your team. Let's get you in a position where it doesn't make or break your team. That's the key here. Superflex 12 team start 9 PPR non-tight end premium. Drake May, Kyler Murray, and Brock Purdy. It's really good. That's an 8 or a 9.
Yep.
Achane and Aaron Jones is a 4. Puka Nacua, Jalen Waddle, Jaden Reed, Pearsall, Myers, Pittman. Nice veteran depth. Bateman even. That bumps you up to a 5 there. I mean, you have a lot of startable guys down there. And then Hawkinson, Kincaid. 7 on that one. You have the 101, 107, 108, 111, 112, 305, 307, 312.
Man, the picks here are nuts.
I know.
I think with the value alone at quarterback, you can just go dual elite QB.
That's what I was thinking. All right, dual elite QB build is what we'll call this one. Really, it's kind of a future value ready to win type team when you think about where you've got your value. Quarterback, wide receiver, and your picks. Now, we're going to give you contend, reload. You got a lot of insulated value. You've got a pretty good value head start on the rest of the league. But let's start with the moves with the actual guys in your roster, and then we'll get to the moves with your picks. 2 moves here, right off the bat. Let's just get your depth solidified right out of the way here. We're going to down tier from Kyler to Dak, and then we're going to move off of Brock Purdy and down tier from him to Geno. Or move off of Brock Purdy for another position altogether. And, no. Kyler to Dak, Purdy to Geno. You really only need like freaking Nathan.
So then we're also going to move.
He also needs to move May, probably. In an ideal world, you'd move Drake May on this team. Oh, so we could do it.
Yeah, we're going to move all these quarterbacks.
I think you move every single one of them.
So we'll like pivot
we're gonna
from May. We'll down tier from Purdy, Murray, and then we're going to move Waddle, Reed, Pearsall, and Kincaid.
I was going to say you package Waddle and Pearsall or something like that. You can get somebody good there. What's this? It's a start 9 too, so you're at kind of an advantage from a depth perspective.
Yeah, I'll just add in the comments. Shop Reed and Kincaid as well, or in addition to Waddle, Pearsall.
Yep.
When trading, those are kind of all the same value range type of guys, really.
Comment number 1 from me: target 2. What should we say? Top 16 quarterbacks, and then Geno or Stafford as a QB3 is going to be the strategy goal here. So that's what your ultimate like end goal QB room should look like: Mahomes, Dak Prescott, and then Geno Smith, or Caleb Williams, Jared Goff, Matt Stafford. Something like that is how we want to build this QB room.
Yeah, we'll give him 2 quarterback targets here since we're pivoting off of Drake May. We can go Mahomes, Herbert, or Caleb.
I want somebody with good wide receivers here.
Caleb.
This guy has Mahomes and Dak.
A team with,
but doesn't have a ton of good wide receivers.
Well, maybe he'll be interested in the.
This guy has Stroud and Stafford and has. This guy needs a quarterback. Bad, but he doesn't have anybody down tier 2. So he would have to move. I'm also not opposed to just moving one of your quarterbacks for a different position altogether. Like you don't even need a down tier from Purdy. You could just move Purdy right here for T. Higgins, or try to get Garrett Wilson. Try to pay Purdy plus. Try to give this guy Purdy plus for Garrett Wilson.
We'll go Caleb Goff.
Give him Garrett Wilson from this team.
Sure. And then a running back target too.
Yeah, because running backs.
Go to one of the worst teams in the league. He's moving off a lot of value.
Travis
here.
Etienne. Christian McCaffrey's on the bottom team here, but he's probably going to be expensive. Chuba and Kamara are down here, but this team probably thinks he's competing. Joe Mixon's on this team. You could probably get Joe
Where's
Mixon.
Kyron? Who's the team with the best running back room? Because he has to rebuild. He has Gibbs.
I don't think you're getting Gibbs, though. Yeah. It's the only guy.
I want Kyron or JT since we're doing big down tiers from these guys.
All right. I'm fine with it. JT's on this team.
We'll go JT.
This is a good team right here.
Caleb Williams, Goff, JT, Garrett Wilson.
He did say he could get Brees. He said Hall and Rice are assets. I think they let go.
If you can get Brees and Rice at a fair price, I would capitalize.
I would get both of those guys. I think I'm going to try to get both of those guys, Ty. Honestly, if I'm you.
Especially with the new Brees news, if you can get them at a crazy discount, then just get them at a discount. Last thing that I'll say here is I've got you holding the 101. I've got you holding the 107 and holding the 108 right now. You can move the 111 for a proven vet. I mean, you're going to be able to bolster running back quite a bit by just taking Genty at the 101, and I'm totally cool with that. What I would recommend is consider, see if you can move the 101 for the 102 plus a significant premium. But yeah, I mean, it looks pretty straightforward. I think with your picks right now, I think the ranges that you own those picks are great. And I think you're already diversified quite enough that you can feel pretty comfortable with those firsts by only moving off of one or two of them for proven assets to spread out your value investment. But other than that, I mean, I'm liking where your picks currently are and the assets that you're going to get in that range. So
yeah.
Let us know if you have any questions, any follow-ups there. Extra 26 second as well.
Yeah, I saw Ty in the chat. So Ty, if you got anything for us, let us know. But appreciate you. Solid team. You've got a lot of value. I think, again, spread out that pick value, get some proven assets there. It won't make or break your team. You don't want your team to be dependent on whether or not you hit on rookie picks. So good stuff though, Ty. We appreciate you, man. Again, any questions, drop them in the chat. We'll send this blueprint over here to you here tomorrow. So again, anybody getting blueprints tonight, you're going to get yourself one of these full team blueprints with everything Nathan and I talk about, full breakdown of your roster, every move you should be making right now before your rookie drafts with your league mates starting to get back into Dynasty. Plus, you also get the rookie draft blueprint, which is going to give you every move that you need to have for your rookie draft, what to do with every pick, who to target with your picks, your team archetype, your team need, what your strategy should be in different rounds, etc. So we will be sending those all to you, and that is included for free with every single team blueprint. But looks like Noah is going to be up next. Noah, what is up, man? Let us know if you're here in the comments.
You got Moss next because
I told him he was going to be last.
Oh, you did? Okay. I thought you said last for that existing group.
And JT, we got you in here, so you're in the queue. We can get you your blueprint tonight. We appreciate you getting one, man.
That's a normal one. I don't know if he's on stream.
Oh, I think he is on stream. Hey, by the way, when you guys check out for the live blueprints, just freaking do it, Nathan. Make sure.
You need to know if he's live.
Okay. Yeah, JT. Let us know if you want this one done live. Make sure when you guys check out with your blueprints, hopefully you remember you get a big discount here, but you do the live team blueprint option. JT, let us know if you wanted yours done live. But Noah's, you got Noah next?
Yep.
Okay. Argriff says he just made a trade in the draft we were doing. I sent K9 and a 26-1 for DJ Moore a second in 2 seconds, essentially. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. You did okay. Triple elite QB. It was a triple elite QB. Angel says, you two boys must be very popular in high school. That's exactly right. We are. I already submitted a team review. If I pay for a live review, does the one in progress get refunded? Sure. If you want to do that, yeah, we can refund you for the other one. As long
it's basically just upgrading.
Yeah, given that we haven't started it, so which I don't think we have if you haven't gotten it yet. So I'm always down to down tier. What would you give for Brees? It would have to be probably H-Chan plus to get anything on top worth it. So I would try H-Chan plus, and for Brees, like you're gonna want like late first equivalent value on top. So something equivalent to like late first in our ADP, like or rankings or something like that is what I would say, Ty. There's Noah. What's up, Noah? Good to see you, man. This is a voucher. Did you win a free one, Noah, or is this your renewal voucher? Biggest question is what to do with the quarterbacks and who to target if I'm moving down. Again, another team where you're head and shoulders here above the rest of your league. So let's take a look, grade out your position groups, and go from there. Another good quarterback room. Lamar, May, and Baker, 9, if not a 10.
That's a 10.
Kenneth Walker, Najee Harris, Brian Robinson, 4. Puka, Addison, Devonta Smith, Jalen McMillan, 5. And then Njoku Kraft.
5.
Dual elite QB here.
The picks are 110, 210, 310.
Yep, he's got his own picks.
This is a deep league.
It's a dual elite QB. You could do... Bye. You could do 1 year reload here.
Yeah, I think we go 1 year reload, actually.
Right, we'll go 1 year reload instead. I'm just thinking, like, in terms of like what I actually want you to do this year, I categorize this as a reload.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of value, but the reason that it has you like head and shoulders above the league in terms of value is because your quarterbacks are really propping it up here. So, but we'll give you some moves here to kind of set you up for a reloading year. You'll be really good to contend here in the next year or so. And maybe you'll accidentally contend as well. You've got enough value, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Justin's here. He says that he would like to do it live, so. Okay. If you want to do a super chat to upgrade it, it's like $7, I think, for your membership. But
Yep.
I'll get a blueprint if you let me in the 250 league. I'll let you in a 250 league, not the 250 league, but a 250 league. That's a lot of leagues. That is a lot of leagues.
Okay, so moves here for the reload.
Yeah. It's his renewal. No, we appreciate you. I figured it was. I remember you were with us early last year, but we appreciate you renewing, by the way. So welcome back. We love you.
Man, there's a lot of moves that we can make here. Pretty much your entire running back room I want to clear out. Let's start with the QBs. Who do we want to down tier from with the QBs? May, for sure. You want to down tier from Jackson as well, or just hold him right now?
I'm good down tier from both of them, honestly, on a reload like this.
Okay, we'll down tier from Lamar and May. And then Walker, B-Rob, Najee, Bigsby, Pollard. I want to move them all. I'll just add in the comments, clear out running back entirely this offseason. Aside from the rookie draft, of course.
Yeah, and a reminder on this one, Noah, which you've been with us forever, so you know. QB wide receiver picks on a reload. So do you agree, Noah, that you think you probably should be reloading here? I just don't feel comfortable, especially in like a start 11 where you're starting 132 players in this league format. I just don't feel like we have the depth here to pull this off. I want to build one more year of value. And like looking at some of the other teams down here, like this team is also very top heavy. This team is top heavy. That team's not bad. That team's not bad. This league is very...
It's a deep league.
This is a very weird league. It's only a 12 team though, which is interesting.
Yep.
I feel like the assets, this feels like straight out of a startup almost.
It does.
And honestly, you have probably you do probably have the most value in the league. I thought I heard earlier all blueprints are live. How can I upgrade 1.0 to a live? I think that was the Baker who sent one in. I figured that you sent that in to be live, Bruce. If you do like a $7 super chat, we'll take care of it for you. We can move it back over, no problem. Sorry about that. How do I get one of these live reviews, says Tom Brady. Tom, we appreciate you joining. You made our lives hell for a long period of our childhood. But right here, Tom, is the link. So you can follow that link. And it'll take you here. If you're already a member of the site, you can get one here, or you can get an a la carte blueprint here at the Get a Team Blueprint button. This top button will take you to create an account with code DOMAIN. You get a free team blueprint with all of our exclusive stuff included for free with the annual Motherflocker tier, which is, again, about the same price as a team review, but you get a lot more stuff, so you check that out as well. We'd love to do it live tonight.
So down tier from Lamar, Drake May, moving off of Walker, B-Rob for safer long-term assets, and then Devonta Smith, Tucker Kraft, David Njoku, just pivot off of every single one of those guys. Really just want to kind of move a lot of these assets around and get a little more long-term security and value upside opportunities. So I'll give you a couple quarterback targets here when down tiering from Lamar. Let's go to Mahomes, and when we're down tiering from Drake May, we can go to it can be a small down tier, doesn't matter. To me, it can be Caleb Williams, it can be Herbert, it can be Brock Purdy. Pretty much any one of those guys I'm cool with. I'll give you Herb. Actually, I'll go a little lower. I'll give you Purdy because you're going to have two other quarterbacks there that are pretty solid and insulated right now. So, with that, let me give you some wide receiver targets as well. I'm going to give you some bigger wide receiver targets. I want Marvin Harrison Jr. and I want Garrett Wilson on this team.
Noah says he agrees he doesn't have enough wide receiver production to compete right away.
Yeah,
that's where we're at too.
Yep. When down tiering, see if you can get 26 rookie picks at a significant discount.
Yeah, for sure. 26 seconds in small little like pivots will really help. Not many trades in year one of this league. That's interesting. We'll see around the draft like how much it picks up, like draft and preseason, but
yeah, just make as many trades as you can to build small value wins.
Shut up, Tom.
And with your rookies, you're picking up the 110, 210, 310. Pretty straightforward there. I think right now I'd just be holding all those picks and taking the best values that are available, that are presented there with the eventual landing spots. We're looking at Igbuka, Golden, Loveland kind of being projected in that 110 range, and the 210 and 310 will kind of all shake out depending on who gets kind of the best landing spots with those lower draft capital ranges. So let us know if you have any questions, any follow-ups on this team, but I think as a reload, you're not looking too bad here. We just want to really, really lock down wide receiver for the next few months.
Yeah. All right. No, if you have any other questions about that, let us know. But it seems like we're kind of on the same page, I think, as you on that one. So let us know what you think. But we appreciate you. And if you have any other questions, we got you. All right. Yeah, so Bruce and Justin, yeah, if you guys want to just send like $7 super chats to upgrade those, we'll keep them in here for you and we can do them tonight. No worries. We did not do the Every Blueprint is live tonight.
Sorry, who am I pulling
over? Baker.
Oh, you already pulled him over.
I did not pull.
Oh, that's a super
That's
message.
a super chat.
I got you.
Baker, we got you, man. Thank you, thank you.
Big Cheddar, we got you as well.
Yep, Big Cheddar, we got your review right here. Rest of y'all, the link is in the comments if you'd like to get your team featured on the show, but we are going to keep it moving. Houston's already up, too. They're going to win. All right, next we got Dougie Fresh.
Dougie Fresh.
And I appreciate you, Bruce. And yeah, I know Dougie. A-Chan for Lada movie you would recommend. Yes. Charles, yes. As Vic, we just did his. Yes,
yep.
For sure. Please do that. Just got Motherflocker, you guys. Appreciate you so much, Doug. Thank you so much, dude. I already reviewed my team a couple months ago. I needed the Infinite. Yeah, the Infinite's pretty sweet. I think people are happy with it. I wanted to get some scenarios moving Penix as well as pivot options for Sutton, Sharps. If you have any other moves you think would be wise, trim the fat of this team and refill unsolicited Knicks picks here.
He's got some extra comments too.
Go ahead.
Sold Russ for a late second. Been hard to trade for quite a few teams, or hard to trade to quite a few teams. Won't be active till closer to the draft. Appreciate your guys' help. Comment number 1 for this team: don't force any picks right now. If your league isn't active, you can be patient and wait until closer to the draft.
And so, looking at your team, we'll give you some of the options for the guys you mentioned here. Let's grade out positions. Knicks, Love, Penix, Dak is really nice. I mean, that's an 8. You don't have a top 10 quarterback, but you've got close. Sharps, Aaron Jones, Javonte Williams, Devin Singletary. It's a 2. Lamb, Higgins, Mike Evans, Cortland Sutton.
Oh gosh, in a 12-team superflex, that is a crazy deep QB room. I give that a 9. Lamb, Higgins, Evans, Sutton, Mooney, Bateman, 6.
McBride's a 9.
Yep.
110, 205, 210, 211 as well. It's really a QB factory.
It's dual league QB essentially.
Dual league QB. It's really a quadruple. Well, not even.
You're right.
It's not even really a dual league QB.
It is a QB factory.
It's a QB factory. Because he doesn't really have like the elite QBs.
Right. You could. That's for sure.
You could.
205, 210.
It doesn't really matter. You're contending.
211.
I think it's a contend reload, don't you think?
Yeah. No, I think it's contending
here.
His flex spots are productive vets.
Yeah.
We just got to obviously take our quarterback value, move it in a 12-team super flex. Easy. We're moving Penix, and we're doing a big down tier from Knicks, and we're getting some running backs, and we're getting a little more wide receiver security.
Jeez.
And then we're going to move Sutton for a younger asset, I think, or maybe even just pivoting off of him as well.
I love these
What
comments.
are you jeezing?
Nate says, gave me a blueprint, told me to look to trade the 101 for London, made a huge move, got Justin Jefferson and Christian McCaffrey for the 101 Olave and Tank Dell.
What?
That's insane. Good job, man.
Gosh.
Holy crap. That's better than we could have imagined for you. Holy smokes. Good stuff. All right. So he wants pivot options for Michael Penix, so we can give him the. Honestly, we're just going to give him other position as altogether.
Other position, we're going to do a big down tier from Knicks.
Yeah, we'll down tier from Knicks. And then...
And then we're going to move Sutton. We're just going to pivot off of him.
Honestly.
And Charbonnet.
Honestly.
What?
I would give him other position for Nix and Penix. Then you keep...
Yeah, I mean, if
Love
you're
and
doing
Dak.
big down tier, I'll just add in the comments. I'll just say,
you're just going to Geno, which is you essentially might as well trade freaking Coral and Sutton.
When moving 2 of your 4 QBs,
Love and Dak should be your starting QBs with a solid third guy like Geno or Stafford.
Get Geno or Stafford as a cheap QB 3. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so let's give him a solid running back or 2, and then we'll give him a couple wide receivers as well.
Yeah.
Godwin, I just want on this team. Actually, no, you have Evans, so I don't want him on this team.
I long for him.
Actually, they're not really mutually exclusive.
No, but you're right.
You probably want to diversify a little though. DK.
DK's not bad. I'd say.
Other position for Bo Nix and Penix, we'll give you a bigger name wide receiver. We'll go wide receiver since you're moving off of Nix. Just heard London in the comments. I like London here.
Yeah.
And then I'll give you a couple good running backs, Kyron and JT.
Yeah. Lots of flexibility here with your quarterback value, honestly.
Yep. And I think I'd add that to the comments as well. Lots of QB flexibility. Use that strength to your advantage when negotiating trades. Target cheap RB vets from rebuilds in your league before the draft. And again, if the value isn't there before the draft, you don't have to force it, but I would still try. I would still try before the NFL draft, before they start to slowly creep up after the NFL drafts, when people realize that the season is the next thing up. Yeah, so Penix, Bo Nix, other position for both of those guys. Charbonnet, Sutton. We're going to pivot, go for Kyron Williams, JT, London, DK Metcalf. Really just want to work on building up running back and wide receiver depth, and then you're going to be gold, man. Take advantage of your QB value for sure.
All right.
Your picks are solid too, actually.
Yeah.
I like your picks.
It's a good team. All right, cool. Dougie, we appreciate you, man. I didn't see you in the comments here. Do you have any follow-up questions? I think we did answer the questions you had in your notes here. If you have any follow-ups, let us know. Again, you're going to be in perfect position to contend for the next 2 years, in our opinion. So, good team. Thanks for getting a blue. Thanks for joining, man. We're happy to have you. Make sure you link your Discord as well. Get all of our exclusive Discord channels, the bakery. You get everything that the site has to offer already. You get Infinite Blueprint, which you can sign up for once we send this to you tomorrow. You're also going to get both of those blueprints sent to you right now. So we appreciate you. All right, y'all. Jump in the queue. Get yourself one of these. Team Blueprint done right here, right now in the stream. Anything that's submitted tonight is going to get done tonight. You also get the Rookie Draft Blueprint as well to go along with it. Give you some projected targets, what to do with your draft picks, your team need, and your overall draft strategy as we get into these really important months of April and May. All done tonight on the stream, if you guys would like. So, all right. Big Cheddar, we've got you over here still. We've left you in JT. I'm assuming you're gonna send it over. So, Guy Lang says, I want to show off my team. I don't want to spend the money to flex, but very proud to have brought on this team in 2022 to now being a nasty squad. You know, Guy, you can't really blue balls me like that. I really want to see your team now.
Yeah.
So,
and there's always, the potential reward depending on what your grade ends up being. If you end up,
if you get an elite value,
you can gamble, and if you get an elite value, you get an elite value medal shipped to you. So
if you get an elite value, you get yourself one of these. Okay. Now I don't know if you got what it takes, Guy Lang, but no, just kidding.
We're pretty picky with it.
If you feel so inclined, we'd love to look at it. I kind of want to see it.
Yeah.
All right.
You good there, Willis?
I dropped the elite value medal.
That's tragic.
Okay.
Okay, let's check this team out. Holy, oh my gosh, this is a
bigger team, right?
whoa. This is deep. This is a start 14. 10 teams start 14.
His comment is time to drop Burton? Question mark.
I mean, it depends
probably.
on it depends on the depth of your league. Like and clearly this looks like a very deep league. If you don't have
10
like
teams start
a
14. Good night.
if you have a shallow roster limit going into the rookie draft, then sure. But like, I don't know. You can just
Team
hold
name.
them.
It's not that deep. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at it.
This is-
Bruce, I'm assuming you're still here, man. So you are up. If you have questions while we do this, let us know. So
Jeez, this is a 2 QB, a true 2 QB, so not super flex. Start 2 QBs.
Guy did say I legit don't need anything, so I'd be interested to hear what you all try to figure out what to tell me to do. Oh, trust me, you need something. There is no perfect dynasty team, guy. We got stuff for you.
Yep.
Even the best of best teams, we've been like, hey, you could do this.
So did you know this guy for Florida literally like, you know, he redshirted this year and then he took it off like towards the end of the season.
Who?
I don't know how to say his last name. Ha.
The big guy?
Haugh. The white
did not
blonde
know that.
kid.
I didn't know he did. play
He like came out of nowhere and just started dominating.
Huh. Penix and Cousins, or sorry, Penix and Allen.
Penix, Allen, and a 10-team 2 QB is probably a 6. Yeah.
Ramondre, Braylon Allen, Jonathan Brooks, 2.
Yeah.
Wilson,
Lad,
McClunkey, Odunze.
Wilson, Odunze, not bad. With Downs, Pittman, it's like a 6.
TJ says he thinks his team got skipped. TJ, what's your team or what's your flock username? Let us know. Probably the freaking the one that you moved over. I don't remember what the username was. I didn't see it. Kincaid's in it. 4, 3, 4, whatever.
Yeah.
This is 103, 110,
626.
203. What do you think?
We're going to reload here. Yep.
That is the truth. Lambo says he's getting elite value this offseason. Yeah, we'll see about that, Lambo. I mean, you only have 100 leagues you could do it in, so.
103, 110, 20 what?
103, 110, 203, 303. Yeah, what's your flock username, TJ? We can check on that for you. Did you buy a live blueprint? If you didn't buy a live one, it goes to the other queue. My sleeper name is that guy Lang if you want to look. Does it, what? That's not how that works. Yeah, guy Lang, come on. Really? Okay. This is a reload. Contend.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so we're basically going to do a ton of down tiers here. I have no shame doing a down tier and a 10 team like this because holy depth. This is one of the deeper leagues that you're going to see a 14 team or a 10 team start 14.
Flex spots here. Yeah.
Pittman, Sinnott, Guerrero, Wicks.
I mean, and every team's going to have this issue.
Ramondre, Brooks,
Every
Braylon
team is going to
Allen.
have this issue.
Yep.
But, you know.
Depth is critical in this league for sustained success. When down tiering, target assets that have yet to reach their value ceiling. What?
Is the one you moved over TJ something from earlier?
I don't know.
Okay.
You might just scroll all the way to the bottom. Wow, that's awkward. Your snap didn't work.
Shut up.
Look how cute that is.
I will check for him. After I wait for all this. That's weird. I don't see his. TJ.
I mean, we did Ty Hudson. Is it Ty Hudson 4?
Are you sure?
We did that a few minutes ago.
Let me double check his. You keep going.
Yeah,
I got this.
So down tiering. Let's start.
Oh, I do have.
Garrett Wilson's a hold. Odunze's a hold. Sinnott, I want off this team. Running back, I want to clear. We got a down tier from Allen, and we got a down tier from Penix.
He did buy one. He bought a live one.
So he just
No, he bought it.
well, just because you buy doesn't mean you submit.
Yeah, that
because
does. For a la carte.
we get double notified.
No, it's marked as complete. We didn't do this, did we? Or is this the one we just did? Here.
No, that got marked as complete.
Yeah, we did not do this league.
No, I didn't move that over.
That's
so
going
I don't
back.
know.
Sorry about that, Rip. Sorry about that, TJ. We got you now.
I never mark anything as complete, so
Yeah, it must have
it must have been a trade or something, or thought it was a trade.
Cool. All right. Bruce did say this is his worst team. This really isn't that bad.
It's not that bad.
It's
Yeah, so down tiering from Allen, down tiering from Michael Penix. And then I think the third move here is going to be moving Ramondre and Kincaid, because those are the next pretty much valuable assets that you're going to have here that I want you to get rid of, because I want you to hold your wide receivers. So some quarterbacks to down tier 2. Let's go for Mahomes. Let's go for Dak. We can go for some insulation safety there, even some value upside. And then I'll give you some more wide receiver targets since since that is going to be kind of a top priority, as well as 26 rookie picks.
Yeah.
Ladd is fine. Wilson's fine. Odunze's fine. I think Rasheed is not a bad target on this team. I think Marv is not a bad target on this team either, actually. I would look at that. I would try to get Marv. JSN, that type of value range. So other comments here. Explore potential down tiers from Ladd. See what you can get. Kind of iffy about Ladd right now and his value. It's very volatile in our startups and our domain startups, like with his league value. If he's kind of on the higher end, he's getting close to his cap ceiling or to his ceiling in value, then you can look to move him. If he's being valued on the lower end, then you can hold him, and that's totally fine. But I think the name of the game here for the foreseeable future is just making as many trades as you can to build up small value wins. And as a 1 year reload, the 103 I think right now is going to be a hold. The 110, really, we'll have you stick with the 110 right now. Same with your 203 and 303. I think all those picks and who you're going to land there. At the 103 is probably going to be Ted. I'm totally cool with you getting him. And you can always shop those closer to the draft at a premium if the hype is really high. Same with the 110 as well. So let us know if you have any questions there, any follow-ups. But I think our main focus here is going to be looking to down tier from those quarterbacks that you have, and then move in any guys that have any significant value volatility, which is going to be pretty much any relevant running backs here, like Ramondre, Brooks Allen, and then moving Kincaid and just loading up, stacking up wide receiver. You've already got a good start there with your top 3. So for being your worst team, that's not half bad.
Not a bad worst team. All right. We appreciate you. Bruce, if you have any questions, let us know. Justin says, can't find where to send the super chat. If you go to this bit.ly here, it's the last link here. You click here, super chats, trade questions, super message right here. That should take you to it. But yeah, Bruce, any questions you got, let us know, man. In fact, this is your worst team tells me you're pretty good at this, so.
All right, TJ. You're up next, man.
Yeah, TJ, sorry about that, man. But you're up now. Let's take a look at this. If you guys want to jump in the queue, the link is pinned there. Get your team blueprint, your rookie draft blueprint tonight. TJ, looks like, I mean, there's somebody in your league that has the most value I have ever seen. Oh my gosh. How did you guys let this happen?
Holy balls.
That is in a 1 QB. That is, look
insane.
at that is insane. This league is cooked.
That's essentially unbeatable.
You like, I don't know. Did this guy win the league? Like, has this guy ever lost? Ooh, okay.
So where's TJ? He's 3rd. Okay.
No, I mean, this isn't a bad team.
Yeah, everyone in this league is a 1 year reload.
Everybody in this league is all going to be reloading for the rest of the time. Purdy, Stroud, and a 1 QB.
4.
Benson, Rashad White.
1.
Puka, Marv, Rasheed Rice, Jalen McMillan.
Not bad.
6.
6.
And then Mark Andrews, John Smith.
5.
This is a 1-year reload.
Yeah.
I think you have to. I mean, you try to contend the next year, but like, you're not ready to contend quite yet.
This is as close to a monopoly as you're ever going to see, I think.
Like legit, like cooked league type stuff. But we're still going to try to get you there.
Yep. So the best way that you're going to be able to do that is, hang on, first, no, 26 first.
And to start 80, you just hold the 10 freaking 1.
At this point, the only way that you're probably going to manage to ever compete with what's up top.
What's down training?
I mean, I think you got to, even if you down tier from like the 101 to the 102.
You have to get an overpay.
Yep.
You have to.
Yep.
So don't trade the 101 unless you get an overpay, but definitely shop it. And you're going to see this in the video we release tomorrow, but like, there should never be a pick that you don't shop. But yeah, you need to be careful with it. Don't sell the 101 for just anything. Sell it for good value. Sell it for something that can get you closer to the top. Clearly, this guy took advantage of people to get here. Your job is to take advantage of all the rest of these frickers and put yourself in a position to get even up here a little bit.
Yeah, so Puka, Marv, Rice are all holds. Stroud, Purdy, move them. Stroud especially has value on QB.
Here. Holy smokes, man.
I mean, even like a rushing, just other position. You can get a rushing QB.
He only won once last year. Injuries always ruin him in the playoffs, which is exactly why you just have to give yourself a good enough shot to get in the playoffs and make it happen.
Yeah. Then we'll shop Andrews and McMillan. So 26 rookie picks, I think, are going to be a top thing for you. I'll just put in the comments here. I think the best way you can build up enough value to compete with the top guy in your league is rookie pick accumulation. The more rookie picks that you can get before they reach peak value is going to be your ticket to having the leverage you need to acquire the productive assets necessary to find a way to win this league, which is going to be the ultimate goal. So, we're going all wide receiver here.
Yeah.
I'll give you a value play with Drake May as a rushing upside QB, but the rest of the guys are going to be wide receiver targets. Garrett Wilson and
Odunze.
Yep.
Yeah, get somebody who has potential, be like that second round pick. That's really what you need.
Yep. Do not undersell your 101. Try down tiering to the 102 plus a huge premium. If possible.
Yeah.
If not, then you can go for those proven players. Just whichever one presents the better value return.
Reload this year, and then it's balls to the wall. Like, literally try to win every single year after this. This league's not going to last for 5 more years, I don't think. If it does, your people playing in this league are going to be tired of losing. Legit.
Yeah, as long as this league lasts, man, you're going balls to the wall after this season.
Got to try to win money. Get the money out of it.
Make sure you're aggressive with trades. Make as many as you can, and the more you can make, the better off you're going to be while you're making a push the next 2 to 3 years against this guy who's just, man, that's crazy. It's crazy. You do have guys to work with though, so let us know if you have any questions with those trades. Don't want to be like downers on the league. I think that there are good assets on your team that definitely give you the ability to effectively reload. It really is just like, man, that top team you're never going to get as good as that top team. If you can get to half of what that top team is value-wise, then you've got a shot. And I think that's what we want to focus on. So
Garrett says, guess who's officially a domain Motherflocker, LOL. It's about freaking time, dude. Let's go. Appreciate it, man. You rock. Man, it's been a while, dude. You're one of our mods.
All right, TJ, we appreciate you, man.
Any questions you got, let us know. Alex, you're going to be up next year. JT, you're going to be on deck with Big Cheddar up next. Why are you going to go to next question? It's not. Why are you not doing this? Go. Next. What? There, it worked eventually. Alex, JT, Big Cheddar. JT, we got your super chat, man. You're good to go. Keep you over here. We got 4 in the queue. So again, the link is pinned if you want to get your team reviewed tonight on this stream. Any team reviews that come in tonight as live blueprints, we're going to do them here live on the stream. So we'll stay here as long as you guys want to get your teams reviewed. Alex is going to be next to get one. Made a few trades since my last blueprint. Traded Pat Fryermuth for Najee before free agency. That's insane. Just traded Najee, Jordan Mason, a third for the 201 and the 305. Okay. I wanted your thoughts on if I should trade up to the 101, 102, or stick and pick. Also, nobody wants AR before you suggest it. You know us all too well. You were high on AR as well.
We've kind of left AR alone for a while. Yeah. If you can't move him for Jack, it's whatever, honestly, at this point.
All right.
Drake May, Kyler, AR, and a 10-team Superflex. We'll give you a 7 there. Says it's going to be May. I sniff well-rounded. Breece Hall, Joe Mixon, Tony Pollard at running back is like a 5. And we got JJ, Nico, maybe a 4 in a 10-team. What do you think? At running back. 5, 4, 5. You think 5? You're good with that?
Care.
Okay, 5 it is. JJ, Nico, London, JSN. Actually, this might be a wide receiver factory. That's like an 8. That's really good. And then Hawkinson and John, who's a 7. What do you think? Well-rounded or wide receiver factory? It could go either way.
I'll just do well-rounded here.
Cool.
Contend reload, by the way.
Picks 105, 201, 305.
All right, Alex. Appreciate you, buddy. Thanks, TJ. Appreciate you, ma'am. Sorry about that little mishap. If you have any questions, follow-up questions, let us know in the Discord. But all right. It's just a follow-up, isn't it? Yeah, it's a follow-up. I would like to know, Alex, will you do me a favor real quick and DM me a screenshot of your last blueprint for this team here? Just so I can reference it while we do this. It's a 10-team start 9. I mean, I don't know if we gave this to him last time, but I think you take McMillan, you take Coker, package them and go get somebody better. I think you take even freaking, you got the 105, you could take Mixon and Pollard and go get somebody better potentially. You could try to take Mixon plus somebody else and go get like.
I could comfortably move the 105 for a proven asset. I'm good with that. Let's do that. As a contender, I have no issues doing that. And then, yeah, I'm with you with the McMillan Coker stuff. We'll just up tier there. If Coker literally adds anything at all. If
he
not,
said his wide receiver factory last time.
Yeah, I mean, you're right there.
Yeah.
It honestly can be. I'm sure we did the same thing. We'll go well-rounded here just to show you that it really could be either one. Breece Hall, Mixon, Pollard. Yeah, we can down tier from Kyler. Oh, and actually, hey, McMillan and Russ. Because he has Russ, he doesn't need Russ.
Yeah, you could do that. We
can down tier from Kyler so we can get a little extra value at running back. Actually, would you rather down tier from Kyler or May?
May. No, on this team, I would rather pivot from May down tier from Kyler. So I do think
we'll down tier from Kyler.
Think the suggestion in the comments would just be to pivot off of Drake May to somebody safer.
Try pivoting off of to a safer QB1 option.
There's a couple of big trades enough to need another blueprint after only a week. I mean, if it really changed the composition of your team, sure.
Has Alex sent you?
You have made a lot of big trades, Steely.
Has Alex sent you anything?
Was wide receiver factor last time? Oh yeah. Let me see. Yep, I've got it. Boom. Okay, last blueprint we gave him, we said Breece Hall pivot. Haven't done that yet. Anthony Richardson, nobody wants him. Coker Brooks up tier. So now we're just going to change it to McMillan.
Yeah. So we gave him DJ Moore, Connor, CMC, and Achane as targets. Good to
Which did he
know.
get McMillan? Did he have McMillan before? I can't. He did. He had McMillan. So now, yeah, I think we moved to sell McMillan now.
Yeah.
Yeah, last time, yeah, just Jefferson. Yes, you had about the same wide receiver room, and we gave you wide receiver factory. Pretty similar.
So target-wise, I definitely want to get another running back to pair with Breece and Mixon. We can hold Breece now because of the news that might be affecting his value. Kind of want to let that rest for a little bit. If we're down tiering from Kyler, we can go to a Goff or a Dak.
Interesting. 758.
Proven asset for the 105. Let's go JT. I'll give you 2 running backs here. Really, either one of JT, Kyron, whichever one you can get more interest for. Your league mates potentially moving. I'm totally cool with that. And then as a 4th wide receiver option, really 5th wide receiver option, to go with Jefferson, Collins, London, JSN, like Nico, or not Nico. McMillan is fine as a 5th option in this format, but like Godwin, a guy that you can comfortably plug in at any point, and I think that would be really nice. So Goff, Taylor, Kyron Williams, Chris Godwin. I think really moving off of Kyler Murray and down tiering, moving that 105 is really going to help you kind of raise the production upside of your running back room this year. Don't make any moves that don't improve the production upside of your starting lineup. Hey, what were our suggestions and comments that we had for him, just in case, for Alex last time? Zoom.
Please, I can't. Plan on taking value in 105 unless you get a stud to move it, or steal to move it.
Yeah, I think at this point we're comfortable with you moving at 105.
Yeah, if you can get any deals done for big name players, go to the rebuilders in the league, get production vets at a discount, avoid moving future picks for now, at least until the middle of the season.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've got the potential targets for you here at the 105, 201, 305. And then last comment I think I'll have for you is keep bugging the rebuilding teams in your league. For productive RBs. I'll kind of reinforce that. We had that in the comments last time for you. I would do the same thing. I would continue to shop around there because you're probably going to get the best values there. And you can hold Breece for now.
The JT guy's going to hold him.
Okay.
One ship, once you run it back.
You can try for Jacobs instead. Jacobs, yeah. Kyron.
Yes, Steely, if you think you've changed, send it to us. I honestly think you might have as well, just looking at your team. I think we'd give you a reload, but we'll see. I mean, if you want to send it, yeah. You know, I mean, we've got a short wait tonight, so.
Oh, GH Steele. Yeah. He's been messaging me a ton about all the moves he's been making. He's made a ton of moves since we last did his. Like, this will be his 3rd or 4th, I think, on that team.
He took a year off of his rebuild already.
Yeah, he did.
So I think I think potentially we would give you another archetype, honestly.
He's right there. He's really close. he's been we've had him hard rebuild to stay conservative, I think, the whole time, and we've been right on the edge. And he's a couple moves that he's made. I think he's gotten himself to a point where he might be a year out.
How long's the wait for a blueprint now? Like 30 minutes.
Price and 780. Appreciate your sub, man.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to the community. Feel free to shoot us a DM in Discord, and we'll add you as a friend. And obviously, a ton of activity in the Discord among the community as well. So excited to have you there.
All right, 3 more in the queue, guys. So if you guys want to jump in, take advantage of the action tonight, or lack of action, then now's a good time to do it. But JT, you're gonna be up next, man. Let's take a look at this. This league's a quarter point per rushing attempt. It's PPR, tight end premium 1.75, running back 1.25. Just wonder if I should move back in the 25 draft, try to get more value. Thanks for all your help and love the stream. Appreciate you, JT. Thanks for doing it. Also, sorry about the super chat thing, but Kittle me this. 3rd here in the league. Looks like you got 2 pretty top-heavy teams here. It's a super flex 10-team start 10 PPR, and like you mentioned, 3 quarter point tight end premium. Kittle me this. Okay, here we go. Drake May, JJ McCarthy. That's it. It's a 6. It's a 5. McCaffrey, Montgomery.
4, 3, maybe a 3 and a 10 team.
The 10 team is 3. Neighbors, Marv, Rasheed Rice, DJ Moore, Zay Flowers, DK Metcalf. Very nice. 8.
Yeah.
Kincaid, Senate.
4.
He is the Senate. All right. Wide receiver factor here.
101, 201.
With the 101, that's nice.
Yeah.
So wide receiver.
Yeah, I think we're contending here.
I think you're correct. All right. So. It's a super flex. Honestly, I think you just pivot from McCarthy would be my first choice. Mm-hmm. Somebody who's going to be very productive this year. You feel a lot better about being productive this year. I think you maybe even down tier from May a little bit to like Caleb or Herbert. So those are the 2 moves that stand out to me. You need to stack some running back depth in the process. You do have the 101. I would stick and pick and take Genty here.
We'll move Debo and Kincaid as well.
Yep. I don't think you need to move back here. I think we make the quarterback moves to do that.
So we're pivoting off of McCarthy.
Pivot from McCarthy, down tier from May.
Yeah. And what's our biggest area of need? Definitely running back. And we can get a tight end too. It's funny, Kittle me this. He doesn't have Kittle on his team.
I know. I want Kittle on his team.
When down tiering, try getting a cheap QB3 like Geno or Stafford. Just keep that in mind. In a 10 team, your rookie picks aren't too bad. The 101, I'm going to have you hold the 101 most likely. I'll add in the comments, plan to hold the 101 unless you get a steal to down tier to the 102. Really, other than that, I'm just sticking with the 101 and taking Genty. So, yeah, we can do kind of a little down tier from Drake May. I like Herbert as a target there. Then we'll shake it up a little. We'll go Lawrence from JJ McCarthy, Herbert and Lawrence, and then getting Geno or Stafford as a safe QB3 option that's cheaper. And then the rest are going to be running back targets here. I'll give you a couple running back targets. Chuba, I think, would be one of the more affordable ones. And then Kyron would obviously be a little more expensive. But both, I think, are very accessible given the down tier moves that you're making here. And I love that you're getting Jency added to this team. That kind of gives me a lot more comfort in your running back room as is. So there's kind of a lot of no pressure moves here. And really just focusing on insulating your overall value as you look to contend this season. Specifically at quarterback, you have value upside there at quarterback right now with McCarthy and May, but what are the chances that both of them are going to, end up being super valuable top end quarterback guys that are going to be ultra productive and really contribute to your contention this year? I don't know. I mean, you probably realistically have one of those guys that's going to work out and the other one that might be a little disappointing, maybe middle of the pack. Maybe I'm not even saying that both of them are going to bust or that one of them is going to bust. I just think there are some safer options that you're a little more comfortable with where you can actually get some value return on top to kind of fill some of the holes that you do have at like running back specifically. So the more you can raise your production upside in your flex spots, the better. And I think I'd be focusing on that over, the potential upside that guys like May and McCarthy have on your current roster.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let us know if you have any questions, follow-ups there. Herbert, Lawrence, Kyron Williams, Chuba Hubbard are kind of the value range that we're looking for with those targets.
Yeah, JT, we appreciate you, man. If you have any questions while we're on the stream tonight live, drop them in the chat. We can come back to you and answer any questions you got. But yeah, we'll see you over on the Discord, man. We appreciate you a ton. We'll send that blueprint over to you completed here tomorrow. We've got a couple in the queue right now, but anybody who wants to get one, you can get one tonight. Get this thing delivered on your phone, on your computer tomorrow. You open this in all your glory with your team filled out and all the moves you should make this coming draft season for your Dynasty League. And there's also going to be one of these in there with it. We'll give you all this information tonight on the stream, break down your team. You can ask us questions in real time. And then we will send you both of these things here tomorrow. So take advantage, follow the link that I just posted, but big cheddar. And Bryson, we got you on here, so you're good to go. Appreciate you, man. Big cheddar's up, and then GH Steel, we're going to see about that archetype. So here we go. Big Cheddar, you are here, my friend. Team name Champ. Second year Dynasty League, coming off of a win. It's a trade-friendly league. Only original players that were drafted: Lamar, Daniels, BTJ. Pretty good players. Acquired some picks. Looking for some direction in the rookie draft. Thanks, fellas. Yes, absolutely. We can get you one of those rookie draft blueprints as well. Let's take a look at your team. It's a 12-team Superflex start 9 PPR half point time premium, and you're pretty far out in front of everybody here, Champ. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Wow, good team. Wow. 10 at quarterback. It's dual elite QB build. Bijan alone is a 4 at running back. Yeah.
BTJ, Marv, Wilson, Waddle, Reed is like a 7.
Yeah.
Pushing 8.
Pushing an 8, yeah. But we'll stay conservative and give you tight end 7, give your wide receiver a 7.
It's a dual elite QB.
It's a dual elite QB.
Easily.
You're definitely contending here.
103, 203, 208, 304.
You got good draft capital. You got your 26 first as well. So we'll give you a contend, reload 3-year outlook here. So this is solid, man. That's really solid, honestly. Let's he just won 2. Congratulations, man. That's awesome.
Okay, we're moving Waddle, we're moving Reed, and we're gonna move off of Lawrence entirely, I think, for a running back, and then we'll get a cheap guy like
I love that plan. I love that plan. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Like Geno or Stafford.
So just keeping the dual elite QB build.
That's how he won his league.
I think you roll with it if you win like that. I think you go.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm with you on that one. So we'll go back. We'll go kind of move by move here. First one's gonna be Waddle. We're just gonna have you
pivot.
Probably pivot
probably
to
even a running back.
A running back here. And so like the guys in that value range right now, according to our live league ADP, it would be McCaffrey, Chase Brown, Chuba Hubbard plus, Derrick Henry plus, Kenneth Walker plus.
Yeah, after moving Trevor Lawrence, get a cheaper QB3 like Stafford or Geno, and you'll be fine. Who are you saying for Waddle?
There's a couple guys there. I would probably go like Chuba Hubbard plus.
Yep, smart. And then a higher end running back when we're moving Lawrence. Check.
Yeah, you've got to be talking Kyron and JT there.
Yeah.
Pretty easily.
Nice.
So let's
Kyron
even just see. Yes. Right there.
Kyron, CMC.
This guy
Chuba.
probably thinks he's contending, but he's not. Tell him I said that. Also wait, who's his tight end?
He is Hawk. He's
Okay, that's
fine there. And Ingram, actually.
Yeah. You could also try to get Kamara or Christian McCaffrey in this deal would be fine.
Yeah.
Any of these guys.
I'll do that to give you all 3 value ranges. Kyron, 1 value range. Chuba, lower value range. Kamara,
you could also
lowest
try to
value
give this
range.
guy Lawrence and get Josh Jacobs or something back.
And since you are pivoting off of Jaden Reed, I would just go, since you're moving Jaden Reed and Jalen Waddle as your wide receiver 4 option, past BCJ, Marvin, Garrett Wilson, just go get Chris Godwin. That's like guaranteed production while he's on the field. But really, again, your main focus this offseason is going to be running back. Don't be afraid to get productive vets from rebuilds.
Houston's up 3.5. Looks like my Houston
Good
take
game.
wasn't that bad. Gotta finish it, boys.
Are you seriously rooting for Samson right now?
I don't really care. I think I would. I think I do want to see them win.
You of all people.
I was 8 when that happened.
It doesn't matter.
I don't remember it.
It still is personal. It doesn't matter how old you were.
He's a good coach.
He literally ran that program. He literally ran IU into the ground for like the next 7 years.
He didn't really run IU into the ground. IU kind of ran itself into the ground, if you think about it. I mean, the sanctions were self-imposed for a lot of them. So he texted a recruit. Okay, like that's all legal now. I have a hard time getting worked up about it. I like Florida too. I just think it would be cool if Houston won. They've never won. They've made it to the Final Four 7 times. So
7 times. I didn't know it was that many.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it hasn't all been with him, but he's only made it once. This is the second time.
The Phi Slamma Jamma team made it.
Yeah.
Team Orange won.
Yeah. Phi Slamma Jam. I forgot about that. That's funny.
Gotta say, I've been snacking on the crab chips this whole stream, and I like them. I like anything though.
Okay, so final comment for this team here is going to be don't move your 103 unless you get an absolute steal. To trade/down tier, which we'll kind of elaborate on a little bit with your projected targets at the 103 in your rookie draft blueprint, since you do have the 103, 203, 208, and 304. Probably going to have you hold your top 2 picks, and then the 208 maybe down tier to the later second there, and then the 304 you can stick with for now. But don't let any of the value followers make it past you in your rookie draft. But again, your rookies are kind of going to be the bonus assets that you own, because they're probably not going to see much of your starting lineup with the current assets that you have on your starting roster at the moment with all your proven guys. So
big chatter. If you got any other questions, let us know. But honestly, pretty straightforward here, I think. You've got the most value in your league. You got a good team. You got a nice dual EQB build. You're doing maintenance on a team that just won the championship. Really, really good job, my friend.
a maintenance team. Love it. Maintenance.
All right. Appreciate you, big chatter. All right, we've got 3 more in the queue, so if you guys want to jump in, go ahead. Waffle says he wanted one. Waffle, throw it in, buddy. I'd like to hear your thoughts on this trade here. DJ Moore, Yoshi Voss, Khalil Herbert. So DJ Moore, you'd be getting back the 112. No, I want DJ Moore here. It's pretty, I mean, here's the thing, man. This is, in my eyes, this is the deal. Depending on what this mid-second is.
Yeah, I know. I was just looking at the other one.
And I don't want to take this.
No.
Like let's look at your team even.
No.
You would be sending more for, no, you do not. You should not do this. I'm all for moving more on this team, but not for that. You don't need rookie picks. You're contending heavy. Like don't take your odds down. I would hold there, man. I would not trade more on that team for that, for a rookie pick. R par, the 101 or the 104 in. What?
It's not even close.
Comment on that one?
No comments. He's talking about offering this because he really wants a running back one. I feel like I'm crazy if I don't accept this, right?
You would be crazy if you didn't accept this. If you get the 104 on top, like you are fleecing
That's an
him.
absolute fleece.
That's ridiculous.
Maybe this guy had real birthday shots today.
Maybe he did. Maybe he got some birthday shots. Yeah, no, this is, you got to take this. If it gets offered to you, accept it. Do not wait a second before accepting that, before that guy realizes what he did. All right, pricing. Here's the link, guys. If you want to get your team reviewed, we've got 3 in the queue right now, but looking to possibly move the 2-1-2-2, the 104, and to the 104 and 408. Oh, gosh.
I would definitely do that.
Oh, my gosh. I made tons of trades to acquire all these picks, willing to do whatever, move off of Henry, Lamb, Wilson, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. Be interested to see what kind of picks you got there. My team's next. Many people trade. 101 will not trade. Most people will not move off top players. Everything else is up for grabs. Glad people trade. League undervalues picks and overvalues players. And I've tried basically every trade at this point. My league is sick of me making moves, so that's where I'm at. Okay. We got you, man.
So they don't like that you play Dynasty?
Yeah, I don't know.
They don't. What?
What's the team name on this one?
It's Nathan Price.
Nathan Price, 7th here in a 10-team Superflex start 80 PPR league. Yeah, it says you've got a lot of picks, so let's go ahead and look. It says you do have the most picks, and you do. Interesting. I want to know if you can let me know in the comments, what were the specific moves you made to get off of Lamb and Wilson? But let's take a look at your team here. It is, again, a Superflex 10 teams. It's a start 80, though, so it's very, very shallow Superflex league here. Stroud and Stafford, 3. ETN, 1. JSN, Marv, Addison, Ricky, Pearsall, Christian Watson. 10 team, 5. Probably a 5, maybe a 6. Probably 5.
How many extra 26 picks does he have?
And then Hawkinson, Freiermuth.
Extra 26 first.
Hawks a 7. I would give this a future value. I think you are rebuilding this year and contending the next 2 after that. You got to be smart with your picks, so we'll tell you exactly what to do. You have an extra 26 first in here, but you have 3 firsts this year, 2 seconds, a third, and 2 fourths to go along with it.
Nice.
Okay.
Good draft capital grade. 3157. Yep. Marv's a hold. JSN's a hold.
Addison's probably a hold. Stroud
So you have to down tier from Stroud.
Yes.
Addison isn't necessarily in this format a must hold. Though we might want to move one of these picks to diversify a little bit.
I think you have
Might
to.
want to down tier from the 103.
I'm kind of curious how he got the picks. He had Lamb and Wilson on this team.
Yeah, maybe we will probably down tier from the 103. So we'll down tier from Stroud.
Down tier from the 103, and then move Ricky Pearsall and ETN or something.
Yep.
Yeah. Just kind of get some of the guys we don't think are going to have much value next year off of this team.
I will add this though. If your league undervalues picks, don't force trading any of your current ones away. Make sure to maximize value return. You may get 26 picks for cheap. You already have an extra 26 first. I would keep targeting 26 rookie picks on the cheap if they're really going to be undervalued that much in your league. Let's give them pretty much all wide receiver targets and quarterback targets. If we're down tiering from Stroud, we can go down to Purdy. Give you another quarterback target as well, since you really do need 2.
He doesn't have Garrett Wilson on his team. Go for that. He already traded.
Garrett Wilson away.
Brack. Rasheed Rice.
Yeah. And then 26 rookie picks.
Yeah.
So.
And even more. So he traded Lamb and a 26 second for Jordan Addison, the 103 and a 26 first. Okay, that's not bad.
Look to move Stafford and Russ closer to the season.
It's a decent down tier for that team, honestly. Garrett Wilson in the 406 from Marv in the 401s. Okay, so you pivoted from Garrett to Marv. That's honestly a good move, too.
Actually, look to move Stafford closer to the season. Shop Russ now. There is no guarantee that he is locked in, the only starting quarterback option for the Giants if they decide to go with someone in the NFL draft as well. I just kind of want to avoid that risk, and he's not going to gain a crazy amount of value even if they don't take a QB. You can just shop him now. Stafford going to be a little more safer. You can get more for him during the season. So, we can shop Hawkinson as well. We'll do Pearsall and Hawkinson.
All right.
So looking to move Stroud, rookie pick 103 down to your Hawk, Pearsall pivoting, Purdy, Dak, Rasheed Rice, 26 rookie picks. Your rookie draft blueprint's going to be pretty busy here because you got the 103, 105, 109, 201 kind of as your top 4 picks. Obviously, we have you down here from that 103, holding your 105, 109 for now, the 201 as well. Don't let any value followers make it past you. You don't have to force any trades until the rookie draft. If you're only going to get good enough value return during your draft, then that's fine. You can wait until then. If you're not going to get good enough value return, period, then don't force any moves. So.
Yeah, and some of the moves here, we mentioned the Lamb trade, and it was a little light for Lamb, but depending on if you got Archdukes first, I don't see Archduke. Depending on which first that is, I mean, it's not terrible, but you essentially pivoted from Garrett to Marv. He pivoted from Kittle to Hawk. Henry for the 201, I think you could have sold for more in season. But that's essentially the 111, so maybe not. That's pretty good. Henry's going around the 110 right now. Henry's value equivalent to the 111. Okay, so yeah, actually that was a good pivot too. I lied. Chuba for the 202 and 402, I think you could have gotten more in season for that one. That's the 112 actually. And right now Chuba's going around the 110, so maybe a little. Honestly, these are pretty good trades though. You move Chuba, Henry, Kittle to move those guys and get what you got back. I feel like you're feeling pretty good about. Again, a little bit light for CD Lamb, but like you've got some decent value here. So you'll be in good shape. You'll be in fine shape, man. But if you have any other questions, let us know. So, yeah, I tried to shop Hawk and Stafford. No one will buy. Yeah, keep working it. If you need to just sell in season, you just sell in season. You've got a while to do that. So, and people might also buy during the rookie draft as well. So. All right, Bryson, we appreciate you, man. Welcome. Make sure you link your Discord. Jump over there. There is Tenacious G number 2, and that would be Garrett. Long time coming.
All right, GH Steel.
He did say the Rasheed Rice owner seems unwilling to move. It would require a massive haul. Just said that. So other people
we'll try for Odunze.
Odunze is in that value range. I think there's a big drop off after Odunze, truthfully. Feels like.
There's
T. Higgins is there, but then it's a drop. So try there. Blueprint on this last week made a couple big moves. 106, 210, Juwan Jennings for T. Higgins. I also traded the 203, 302, and 26 third and fourth for Jameson Williams, which is also
both
a great
trade moves.
I would love to know what your guys' opinion on what to do next. Renegade Reapers, 10th here, 12 team start 10, Superflex PPR half point 10 premium, domain rules. I'm pretty sure we're going to give you a reload here, man. I'm pretty sure you did move out of the arc. I'm pretty sure you moved out of rebuild.
Yeah, it looks like you did.
Baker and Dak, again, I continue to say I like this. We can just go ahead and pull up the blueprint we did last week.
More comments I already have. Pulled it up. He said it's been impossible to trade Charbonnet. No one wants to get either. Have an offer for Charbonnet, the 212-408. Not sure about it. Don't take it. I have a hard time down tiering off Lad. The guy with Odunze isn't really interested because we gave him that as a target. AJ Brown was just involved in a trade with 2 other teams, so probably not there. The guy with Wilson likes Wilson. That's Garrett Wilson more than Lad, so can't really down tier there because I think in the last blueprint we were recommending that he probably move off of Lad, who he had just gotten for a crazy steal. Oh, dang nab.
Open links.
I know, it's right here. Oh, dang it. I have to download it. That's fine. I just did. It's right here.
No, the links in your right there. Hold up right there.
What?
Nathan, go to your freaking document. There. Boom. Click on it.
No, but then that doesn't account for the changes. I need to see the original. This was before he made the changes for Higgins and JMO.
Nathan, I'm saying to look up his other one.
I am looking up his other one.
Nathan, you have the old one in the links thing.
But it will show the new players on that team.
It doesn't save the lineup,
No, it saves the league ID.
but it does save all the other stuff, right?
Yeah, but we're not gonna. It's gonna be all messed up because those players have already been recommended to be moved off of. So I need to see the old one.
No. Okay.
That's the entire
Sorry.
point of looking at the old one.
Jeez, I just got snapped at.
It was because you were snapping at me. I was like,
No.
"What are you talking about?"
It still would have had like I thought you were looking for the moves and stuff.
I am looking for the moves that I recommended, but again, it does not matter if those moves, if he already made those moves, because he will not have had those players, so it'll come up as like an error. The reason I save them is for short-term stuff, for quality checks.
Okay.
So, and for counting. Okay. So we had him down tiering from Lad, pivoting off of Charbonnet, because I had him moving off of Jennings. We wouldn't have seen that if I had pulled it up in links.
I didn't know it did that.
Yes.
I feel like once we save it, it should probably just save as what it is. Just thought.
Yeah, the issue though is then you destroy going back and making a change.
Yeah. I'm sure we could set it up to where it wouldn't destroy that, but just thinking if we ever got a week out and wanted to make a change with somebody to make a trade.
I mean, we didn't have that issue until we did the zips.
Yeah.
So
True.
it's just the zips. Okay. Wow. Rabbit trail. Okay. Here we go. Lad down tier. We recommended Garrett Wilson, AJ Brown, Worthy, and 26 rookie picks. So now with the team as it stands right now, Renegade Reapers. GH, you've been working your league like crazy here. We are probably going to be starting to recommend some recycled guys that you've not recycled guys, but guys that you've already acquired to keep playing the market with them. So just because you got T Higgins now at for a crazy steal doesn't mean you can't potentially move off of him now that you've acquired him. Same with Jamison Williams. Just keep making moves to work your league like you are.
Can I see his team grades from last time?
Yeah. So Dak Prescott, Baker Mayfield, he's stuck with those guys, he has stayed with those guys, and that was a 6. I think it stays that way.
That's kind of what I was looking at there. Running back Charbonnet, Amar. I mean that goes to 1. McConkey, T Higgins, Chris Olave, Brandon Ayuk, Jameson Williams, Xavier Legette. It's honestly really good, man. This is up to a.
That's probably a 6. It's really good.
What was that last time?
It was a 4.
Yeah, and then a 1 at tight end. I think you.
And then he's got he got pick wise 103, 306, 311, 402. He's got an extra 26 first. I would go future value on this team.
I think you go future value as well.
So you officially changed your archetype, man. Congratulations.
You
that should be
a year off of a rebuild
that should be a medal in and of itself.
And then 3 months, dude. This is why you should get a blueprint, y'all. This dude has been to the letter following.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Rebuild, contend, my friend. You're working these guys in trades, I'll tell you. My goodness.
He's got 406, 407, 410. Okay. So, GH, I want to have a little variation and just trade ideas because I think at this point, we just want to give you trade ideas so that you can keep working your league. At this point, I can't lie. At this point, the steals that you've been pulling off in this league make me think that buys and sells are almost irrelevant with your league economy. It's just objective value wins. So do I think that T. Higgins is objectively a sell or objectively a buy for your team? For the price that you got him, he was obviously a smash accept move there. Now, can you flip that value and can you turn that into even more of a value in than what you've already gotten? I would keep playing the market there with Higgins and JMO, flip those guys. And then even with Ayuk now being locked in to being a Niner this year, you could shop him now too. Because there's a lot of talk about that. I'm just trying to give you ideas. We could even potentially look at shopping Baker. You can stick with your quarterbacks if you want to. I know we've gone over that in the past.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to I'm trying to
play the market. Who do you have for him so far? T. Higgins needs moved.
Yeah.
You got to move T again. And you have to down tier. Look where down tier has gotten this man.
Mm-hmm.
Did he have the 103 last time? What did we tell him to do with that?
Actually, we'll see there.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know who you down to. That's not a contending piece.
Yeah, maybe we go pivot, and then the pivot might turn into a plus depending on how his with the moves that his league's been making.
Yeah.
The 103, I think you can still. Do you want to explore offers for the 103?
Yeah. I'm curious what we did last time for him. Did we say something about that?
We have not recommended that he move his 103 at all.
No, it's 103. He's down tiering.
We could down tier into that like 105-ish range.
I can go 106 maybe. So try 105, 106 and see what you can do.
I'll put that in the comments. Try down tiering.
And look,
from your 103.
If you end up sticking with Ladd or T. Higgins, that's fine. JMO you got for a super cheap price. We're obviously going to recommend a pivot here. And so like for JMO, we're going to want somebody else that's also very value insulated. You got him pretty cheap. But if you can flip JMO plus a little bit into like even DK.
I was going to say DK was the number one guy that I was thinking
I would
of
honestly
right
go
now.
for DK.
You could try for DK plus. I think that's a good move.
You would have to probably send JMO plus for DK, don't you think?
I have no idea because his league economy is whack.
I mean, I'll say this with your suggestion and comments here. All of your initial offers should be very one-sided. You should start your with the way that you're getting deals done here. You should be sending fleeces for your first offers every single time. Strategically, that's what you should be doing. Always start as low as you can. So I can get running backs on the cheap. Should I do that? It's not a bad play, man, because guess what? You get running backs on the cheap, you're flipping them in season. And you're doing a pretty good job of flipping assets for value wins.
Mm-hmm.
If your league's trading enough and you're good enough at getting value wins, there's no limit to who you... nobody's off limits on this team, in my opinion. Unless only the people who may lose value short term, like Tyron Tracy.
So who did he say is off limits here again? Odunze isn't interested in Ladd. He might still be interested in moving Odunze, though.
The Odunze is somebody I'd want on this team. It sucks that you can't get from Ladd to Odunze, but try to get from Ladd to Garrett Wilson.
He said the Wilson guy views Ladd value equivalent to Wilson. Maybe he doesn't with Higgins. Maybe not. We can try.
Try Higgins?
We gave him Garrett Wilson as a target last time. So maybe we just try to give him other ideas. JSN's
fine. Yeah, he's just been going higher, but AJ Brown would be another one I would be okay with.
Already had AJ Brown last time.
Okay. Still okay with it if you haven't tried that
one. DK, JSN. I'm going to give him a quarterback target. start messing around with the quarterback market in your league and see if you can get any
See if anybody's
nice
just
values
super
there.
low on anybody.
Right.
Honestly,
Like, is your league super low on Goff? Like, that would be a guy that strikes me as someone who's
what I
super
would do
low.
if I were you, Nathan kind of alluded to this. What I would do if I were you is I would just figure out who your league mates want to sell, and they have proven they don't care about value. They will sell cheap, buy people cheap, trade whoever, and keep buying people cheap and selling them.
Literally keep playing the market like a madman.
What you're doing now is working.
The discount market. Like, you have a baked in discount market in your league. Gave him second round pick strategy last time. I'll give you a third round pick strategy this time. All right, GH. Congratulations on turning your hard rebuild in a 2.5 month period
into
a future value, literally shaving off a
man.
rebuild off season. I think at this point, the moves that you've been able to pull off give us plenty of confidence that you're going to be able to continue to do this over the next 12 to 18 months and get yourself into top contending status by 2026. You've been killing it, man.
So the guy with Wilson gave me Higgins. Yeah, it's probably not going to happen then.
Yeah.
So it's fine. It's just a thought.
Yep. Goff, JSN, Odunze, and DK are going to be kind of the top targets this time around for your team. So,
Heck wants to know if he should trade Bucky for Chase Brown in a second. Is that a 26 first, actually? Will we read the comments on that one? Milo's here, which says, hi, guys. What's up, Milo? Good to see you, man.
give me a minute.
Yep, you're good.
I got to double check. Make sure we're good. Oh, see? Placeholder. Look at me catching myself.
Heck, is this really a second here for Chase Brown? Is this really just Bucky for a second and Brown? I don't think it's enough value as it sits. I would look to move Bucky for the 106. Well, honestly, you could get Chuba instead. Try to do like Chuba in the freaking 106. I know this doesn't seem... There's a lot of other moves I like here, though. Try to pay up from Bucky to get Garrett Wilson. Try to move Bucky for Rashee Rice straight up. Like, those are moves I would like before the one you sent. So... yeah, sell JMO to a Lions fan. I totally agree with that. And they will do it. Goff, I'm owner, is a Detroit homer. Yes, there you go. Take advantage of it. That's exactly how you do it. I mean, guys, especially if you're a lot of times playing in leagues where you have people who are emotionally attached to players or teams, those are the easiest rebuilds sometimes because people just go out of their way to make bad decisions. But again, here, heck, target Rashee Rice, target Garrett Wilson, then target like the 106 and Chuba or something like that for Bucky Irving. All right, Garrett. Just took over this. It's a $100 orphan, considering down tiering from Gibbs. I've got thinking 101. If I go the reload route, 101 plus for Gibbs. Okay. I have a deal on the table to get DJ Moore, Sutton, Garendo for Penix, Brooks, Javon Baker. It's not bad. You just hate taking on... I think you're selling a little low on Penix there. It's a super flex 12-team start 10 PPR.
I'd hold Penix there.
I'd hold Penix there. I mean, he's been going early fourth for us. I think you can get more. Might be able to tackle.
I like the idea to move
Stroud
Penix.
plus for Caleb on this deal, which wouldn't be bad. Yeah, you have 5 here for an orphan. This isn't bad at all. Let's grade out your positions and start there. Stroud, Murray, Penix,
Darnold.
7, 8. Give it an 8. I don't know.
I give it an 8 or 9. There's a lot of QBs there.
Gibbs and Spears. Let's give it a 4. I gave Bijan a 4 earlier.
Yep.
Neighbors, AJ Brown, and that's
Drop
pretty
off.
much it.
5. Andrews 5.
5. This is probably a reload.
105, 205. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I said 1 year reload to us. So reload contend. And you mentioned moving Penix here. I definitely want to move Penix. Is that the best offer you think you're going to get for Penix? I'm curious because, like, I think you could get more for Penix there. You mentioned down tiering from Gibbs, and that's absolutely the right move. The other thing you could do, you mentioned 101 plus. The problem is if you do that, you're buying into another running back. So if you're going to down tier from Gibbs, I want London plus or Caleb Williams plus. You mentioned Caleb Williams. Maybe you can get that. Or if you can pivot to like Puka or Brian Thomas Jr. or Amon-Ra, that's what I'd rather do with the 101, getting a quarterback or a wide receiver instead of getting that running back. But if you get the 101 plus a haul, then you do it. It's all about value. So, I have preferences from a value standpoint. Positionally,
Yeah. I think Neighbors and AJ Brown you can comfortably hold right now. Those can be cornerstone guys. AJ Brown, you're probably going to get a lot more return during the season or right before. So I'll just add that in the comments as well. Plan to move AJ Brown at a premium during the season.
Houston is pulling away a little bit here.
Yay.
I like the parity.
What do you mean?
In Houston winning. They just don't win. It's a new team winning a championship.
Yeah, at least it is new. That's fair.
I like that.
I still think Duke and Florida would have been more fun to watch.
I don't really care.
Which is why I was bummed. But
Houston did a bit, so their defense is really good.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, Ruh-roh's right.
Okay, so 105, 205, 305. I think as it stands right now, I would hold all those picks and plan on taking best available.
And he said probably not just the first offer I got. Yeah, I would definitely try to explore more offers there. And so we have those moves in there for you.
Yeah. Okay, so Gibbs, we already said downs here. And then I kid you not, dude.
We said
Stroud,
Penix pivot,
Murray, Penix, Darnold. I am shopping every single one of them.
All of them.
I'm specifically looking to down tier. I'm looking at down tier from Stroud and Murray, and I'm looking to probably pivot off of Penix and Darnold. Penix, you got to make sure you do it for the right price. Darnold, wide receivers are rookie picks.
This guy hasn't. You can get Dak here. Problem is you can get nothing on top. This is the 101 guy, so maybe you try.
Make sure to not undersell Penix.
See if you can get Dak in the 101 for like Stroud in the 105 or Murray in the 105 or something.
Who? Sorry.
Murray in the 105 for Dak in the 101. You try that with this bottom team here. This team also has no quarterbacks. You don't really want these guys have no wide receivers as well, unfortunately.
Yeah, we'll give you.
You could give this guy a quarterback.
We'll give you Lawrence and Dak. Maybe even just like one guy in that value range to give you an idea of the range to down tier to. And then I'll give you 2 wide receiver targets here since we're doing a lot of big down tiers. Who we mentioned London earlier, and then Marv.
Yeah.
Purdy, London, Marv, 26 rookie picks. I think those are all pretty good. You'll find the most success making trades by shopping your QBs. Take advantage of the value out of the position. And build small value wins that way, and turn it into wide receiver value.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of know our philosophy here. The middling QB stuff, stick with 2 really solid QBs.
Yeah.
No running back value, all wide receiver value, some pick value. You should have a lot of wide receivers after this. After you make all these moves, that's the ideal scenario here. So
don't undersell Gibbs or Penix. Like you already said, that one trade example for Penix, I like the idea of moving him. You got to get more.
Yeah.
So
and just shop it. So he did mention he probably built out another review for us in the 250. Yeah, the 250 league with all the interesting rules that you taught us about. Yeah, that would be a fun one to do, honestly. That would be a fun one to do. All right, Garrett, we appreciate you. It's been a long time coming, but we're happy you're officially part of the fam. You've been around a while, so. Also done some behind the scenes stuff for us, so we appreciate that. But you got Moss 98. You are up. This is the last call. Link is in the comments if you guys want to get your team reviewed on tonight's stream. But assuming this is the last one, we'll be done when we're done with this one. We can stay on as long as you guys want. Otherwise, we're watching the game. So, all right, you got Moss. It's been a long time coming for you as well. You've had your blueprint in for a while. 9th here in a 12-team Superflex. Start 10, half PPR, quarter point. Time and premium. Let's grade it out. Love Tua. 4.
Yeah.
Montgomery alone. 1. Puka, Devonta Smith, Marvin Mims. Hey. Probably a 4 there.
Tops.
And then Njoku. Probably another 4 or 5.
4.
This is the 103, 111, 203. You got a bunch of picks. You've got 126 first.
I think we're probably hard.
I think you go hard rebuild here. So we'll give you a hard rebuild. Yeah, if you can get also Garrett, if you can get from Stroud to Caleb cheap, that's definitely a good idea. So we'll do rebuild contend on this one here. You got Moss.
303.
As it has been showcased in this live stream and in many other live streams where we've done live team reviews, you can pretty quickly get out of a hard rebuild if you make the right moves. So suggestion and comment number 1 here for you is make as many moves as you can and utilize the Discord to see if the moves you are making are value wins. Now, in terms of the moves you have to do here, I think you have to explore down tiering from the 103. I think you also explore down tiering from the 111 in like the early second. I think you have to move Tua, and I think you move Tua for a wide receiver straight up.
I think we got a down tier from Love.
And I think you got a down tier from potentially Puka as well. Puka to London.
Yeah, we could do that.
So we got to pick. I gave him 5 moves there, so we can pick any.
Yeah.
3. The Tua pivot would be to
we can
like Xavier Worthy. Oh, I'd be happy with that.
The which down tier?
The Tua. I said Tua pivot.
I got you.
I would just pivot to a wide receiver. Down tier from Love to Dak. Down tier from Puka to London. And if it's not Dak, Goff, you know. If not London, then Lad McConkey, Garrett Wilson, JSN, and A.T. Brown, somebody like that. Down tier from the 103 and down tier from the 111. And again, the 103, we're trying to get no further than the 106 there. The 111, we probably don't want to go any lower than the 202 there. You already have the 203, so even the 111 to 201 with a little bit on top would be nice. In terms of trade targets for you, like I said, Dak Prescott, Drake London. Let's go with Xavier Worthy. And then Romo Dunze as well for this team. You know,
so I'll just add try down tiering from the 103 to 105, 106 range plus a significant premium.
That's a good question. Echelon says in the Infinite, I had a tight end score of 1 with Njoku because those are value grades. And so from a value standpoint, yeah, it's not great. We grade Njoku on the live reviews, like in our personal reviews, from like a positional like stability grade, and you feel comfortable starting Njoku. But from a value standpoint, he's not valuable at all. All right. Yeah, if you have any questions that you got Moss, let us know. We're going through this, but stack. Make sure you put all of your value in quarterback, wide receiver, picks. I would also look at. Did you already say anything about Montgomery yet? I think you also got to move Montgomery here.
I mean, let's be honest. We literally just had him shop every single player on his roster that's relevant. I'll just put that in the comments. Every single value relevant asset on your roster should be shopped.
Yeah.
To play the market and accumulate value upside. Endless amounts of moves that you can make, endless amounts of combinations that you could do here, and I think it's really going to be because your team archetype kind of requires that you're just as active as you possibly can be here. So hopefully that makes sense. I think overall, again, your draft capital score is going to be pretty good. You've got an extra first. You've got a lot of later picks as well. You got like it looks like your draft capital next year is solid. Hard rebuild team. But I think you're going to be in decent shape long term with the right moves. You could even potentially shorten this. Like I mean, you just saw an example of that earlier in the stream where GH Steele had a hard rebuild in the early offseason and he played the market like crazy. You have enough assets where you can play the market quite a bit and take advantage of your league mates with the right moves. So let us know if you have any questions, any follow-ups on that. Obviously, any moves, any offers that you get in your league, please throw in the Discord channel in the trades forum. And you're going to get a ton of engagement there. We'll be able to help you out. If market is always king, and when market says no on a deal or yes on a deal, 95% of the time they're going to be right, especially in deals that are going to be like the deals that are in the same tier. If it's like you're getting a tier jump because someone just massively overvalues or undervalues an asset, it's just a value when you take it. But the ones that are close, you definitely want to talk to the market about that. So hope that makes sense, man.
Yeah, if you have any questions, we'll stay on for a minute. Make sure you don't have any, but shout out to our April top 10 right there. Jets Jack, GH Steele, Unavailable, Kowski, Papa Dunk.
Is that a 12 team or a 10 team?
That was a 12 team. David says, putting my money where my sponsorship is. Always thankful for you guys. Nothing else like it. And I looked and I'm still searching. Thank you. You're very welcome. We appreciate you, man. You've been super duper helpful and loyal to us. So the appreciation is a two-way street on that one. You know that.
Mutual.
And running those leagues, man, that's huge help for us. So because of viewers like you, Bane, there will be no sponsorship on this channel. All right. Very good. Okay, well, now you can go enjoy the game. It looks like Houston is on their way to their first national championship, which is, I think, pretty cool. I mean, they've waited a long time for this one, so of course they're going to spend time reviewing these flagrants.
They say that about they said that about Duke too last game. On their way.
Yeah, they were on their way though.
Up 10 with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left.
Yeah, well, I don't think they're going to have that problem.
Jeez.
So. All right, we do have a video coming out tomorrow. This video that we're releasing is called What to Do with Every Single Rookie Pick in Your Dynasty Rookie Draft. We go through each rookie pick, their ranges, and what we're doing based on what type of team that you have. So if you have any rookie picks at all, it's going to be one that you're probably going to watch. But that's what's coming tomorrow. We also got a different video coming later this week. We're going to do some players that you should be trading for in your Dynasty leagues before the rookie draft. And so that's going to come on Thursday. But we'll be back here live Thursday night. Okay, so we are changing our schedule a little bit. Thursday night will be the next time we're live. So if you're going to get live blueprints between now and then, we are going to be doing them on Thursday. So make sure you change your schedule. We'll be in New York from next Friday to like Wednesday. So we will live stream while we're there, but we're just going to move our Friday live stream up. So, all right. I think that'll do it. All right.
Yep.
Appreciate you guys. We'll catch you soon, but have a great week. Peace.